Bah.
Hi.
Foot
Hi,
fungus.
everybody. Hi, welcome to Corruption Game, where everything is happy and there is definitely no chaos happening. I believe none at all.
We're
Last
definitely
we left
not
off,
discussing politics like it's Thanksgiving.
No, we definitely weren't. Like the politics and the
I mean, at least
and
Fox
the, like,
News didn't come up, so.
shittiest parts, darkest
Fox
parts of
News.
history ever. Went from Pokemon to World War One
To Germany.
to Germany.
To World War
Anywho,
One.
Anywho, last we left off, these guys were in the city of Heaven's Towers. I'm sorry, my dog parent just went off. I think I heard the dog barking.
Kev can handle it.
Yeah. You guys were there to find and escort a Miss Cordelia Valentine back home to Del Diablo with you. And went around and for several hours partied and had a blast. And then helped her rescue her pet teacup giraffe. And wrecked the shit out of a bunch of giants. I really thought those Frost Giants and Frost and Fire Giant was going to stand up to you guys.
They should have gotten the giant telephone booths. They would have been fine.
So
Simple quiet from Cat, just nothing, not even acknowledging it.
you guys managed to defeat the individuals holding Bernard, I think, the teacup giraffe. Made your way back to Cordelia's place and rested for the night. And I will say that we will start off with you guys all waking up that morning. It's probably because you guys were out until 2 or 3 in the morning, so you're probably pushing noon at this point.
That means we don't have to have breakfast.
Exactly. Wait.
Breakfast is the best
Breakfast?
meal of the day.
What's a breakfast? I never eat breakfast. I cannot stand eating breakfast. Fun fact.
It is the best ever.
I usually eat breakfast for dinner.
Hey, it's Aya. Hi, Aya.
Hi, Aya.
Friends. But yes.
Log into my account.
Yes, stop using my account on Twitch, Hera. Come on.
So, what do you guys want to do?
We can just teleport back to Del Diablo now, right?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
That would be a good idea, yes.
That might be a good idea, but Cordelia will say, I'd like to at least say bye to my dad again before I have to leave, because he's going to be worried.
I will say that again.
Who say that again? Me or because Demona started saying something and I was saying something.
Demona and then
Yes.
you.
You have a cell phone, no? Call him.
This will be the last time I see him. It's better to say it in person.
The secretary, by the way, slipped out early in the morning so she could be there at work in the morning.
Yep.
Slipped out. Anyway.
Onyx has a pretty hefty hangover, by the way.
Oh, I bet.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're definitely feeling it. I forgot you were drunk through that whole fight.
So you wake up and you're all groggy, right? We've had our long rests.
Kat, she actually, I realized we actually did plan something for this. She's gonna text her dad and invite him to come there.
Okay.
For a little get together, lunch or dinner or something.
Okay.
Probably dinner because it's late for breakfast and fancy restaurant. What could possibly go wrong at a fancy restaurant? Getting fancy food. No one's ever been poisoned at a fancy restaurant before.
Never.
Sorry, Sherlock Holmes would have something to say about that.
I'm sorry, Passion would have something to say about that.
That happened in our vaccine game.
My apologies. I've been meaning to catch up on that.
Yeah, I saw that. It was really funny.
She got poisoned. Sammy and her got poisoned, and she decided to heal Sammy.
Yep.
Gruk seen Onyx hungover. Just cast Protect from Poison, and you're cured.
Thank you, Greg. And she notices that she's only wearing a towel. And the way she's wearing it, It's like just around her.
And that's when you
Just around her shoulder, just barely covering the boobs.
and that's when you realize, oh yeah, Gurk's still blind.
Gurk's still blind, so he doesn't see.
I mean,
And
Onyx
Also,
doesn't care.
he probably
It's
would
not
care
like
the
that.
least out of everybody here too.
Yeah. Cordelia doesn't care.
I mean, Tomo's still in the garage, so
So you were going to go to lunch with your dad, or were you
Get him to
inviting
come
him to
here.
your apartment?
Get him to
Okay.
come to the apartment, bring food, and the secretary.
He will do that. We'll say probably about a
Bring
half an
only the
hour or so
important stuff.
after you wake up, you get a text from him saying that he's on his way and he's bringing food.
All right, she'll kind of nudge you on it. You should get dressed. My dad's coming.
It's a good idea, probably. Onyx takes a shower and then gets dressed.
Okay.
By the way, her suit, her nice suit, is totally ruined.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 100%. It was ruined before.
It was ruined before. Just
And I'm assuming just when they just ripped the rest of it off, it's like, nope, I'm not even going to bother taking this off.
Didn't the crows take half of it with them when they tried to grab you?
Yes. And then Onyx ripped the other half off just to get out of it.
she's
happens.
wearing like normal stuff again.
Wherever the last of the scraps of your suit is also Gurk's suit that he had to wear last night.
Just scattered all around that warehouse where you guys fought are just like scraps of two different sizes suits.
Not too much far of a different
Whoever's-
size, though.
One's adorable.
whoever's
Look how
I mean,
short
one
Onyx
is medium
is.
and one is small size.
One's
Onyx is
adorable
also very
frog
small.
suit, and the other one's.
whoever's
Onyx.
in charge of investigating that is like, by God, they disintegrated 2 people.
Oh my god. It immediately gets pinned on Demona.
Yeah, probably.
I just
crap.
imagine
The
how
Mandarin is near.
those
The
poor
Mandarin.
people that watch that video footage are going to be so fucking confused. Because there's just a swarm of ravens that wreck shit.
Yeah, Tomo.
Onyx turns to Cordelia and is
summoned
like,
them.
so is the secretary gonna come with you, or
She kind of sighed.
wait,
I
what's her name anyway? Forgot.
think we mentioned it, did we, Kat? Let's see.
Fuck! I knew I was supposed to look something up.
I think I asked you to get me the name and you never did.
Yep, we're going to say her name is Hannah, because I don't
Yeah.
remember it.
There we go.
Okay. Oh yeah, right. That's right, Hannah. I should drink less, probably.
Nah, it's all in good fun. It's part of the fun of the night.
Hannah Marmera.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That's up to her. And I don't feel like I should ask her.
I mean, if she wants an excuse, we can corrupt her.
At this,
Let's not take that risk. And she's yelling this, all of this, if you remember.
It's no risk.
Gurk currently only has 8 of the 10 good berries that he summons every morning. He eats 5 of them, and the other 5 are for anyone who wants them. 1 good berry lasts you the entire day, unless you're a Trog.
Mm-hmm.
We have lunch planned, so
I'll say about this point is when you hear a knock at the door.
Cordelia, actually, do you mind answering that just in case it isn't my dad?
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
He did tell me to be careful.
What does my blind sense? Is it some like huge size creature or
Feels like 2 medium-sized creatures outside the door.
If I
Well,
remember correctly,
it's definitely 2 people.
if I remember correctly, isn't the door still blocked with a sword that is lodged there?
Yes, it is.
I forgot that thing.
The giant
So-
fuck off sword.
So Cordelia couldn't open the door.
Yeah,
anyway.
even if she tried.
Yeah, Onyx is gonna move up and like remove this sword, and because it's so big, it's like probably she has to like move it from blocking the door to like somehow leaning it against the wall. Then she opens the door.
You see Ferndad Valentine, and the secretary Hannah on the other side of the door. Hannah's carrying like 3 or 4, like 2 boxes and a couple of bags of takeout.
Cordelia
he
comes
sort
up
of
and tries and helps her, trying to help relieve her. of
One
some of
moment.
that.
Onyx, like as she sees that food, and just grabs basically Cordelia with the food bags and
Not
everything. and
Cordelia,
carries her-
Hannah, you mean?
Hannah, yeah, and carries her inside, completely ignoring the dad.
Oh, thanks for helping.
You can see Cordelia start to walk over, and then it's just this. Whoop, whoop. Oh, okay. Then I guess I'm not needed to help.
Fernandette just sort of laughs and lets himself in, turns around and locks the door, looks weirdly at the gigantic fucking sword leaning against the wall. I take it you found that last night?
Yeah, it's a souvenir.
It's a hell of a souvenir. More of an art piece.
You want to buy it?
I'm gonna go with a no, considering what it did to Cordy's carpet. There's like a big ass gouge in the carpet because it's still a fucking sword.
I love that he doesn't make a comment of we're not getting the security thing back because he already knows she's lost that. She'll give her dad a hug.
He hugs you back and he's like, "I'm so glad you're okay. I was so worried."
I'm all right. Sorry that I worried you on the last day that I'm supposed to be here.
Well, I'm always worried for you, honey. Even when you live halfway across the world, I'll be worried.
Yeah, I just smiled. All right, let's get food. I'm really hungry.
Yeah, Onyx is already digging through the boxes and everything.
It is a shitload of whatever would be Cordelia's favorite food.
Why do you do this to me? Like, part of me wants to go, it's probably really fancy food, but the other part of me wants to go, it's probably proper dirty kind of food. Like, you know, I'll go, it's like a proper dirty meal.
It's dinner.
Like, no, it's not that, Hera. Let's do this. Let's make it. It's probably like something like Thai or something, like, or Indian, something like that. Something like really, like you wouldn't expect to see fancy with a fancy person, but it's amazing. No, her
Scotty.
dad already brought that. Boom.
Sometimes I'm sad they can't see us in the chat, and other times I'm really glad they can't.
I'm sure they can just immediately guess from my response back. But
Anywho,
speaking of that, Cordelia sits beside Hannah. Probably between Hannah and her dad.
yeah. So he says, "I suppose you folks will be heading back today, yeah?
Yeah, probably the best idea considering.
Are you? I don't know what means the gentleman has. Are you teleporting? Are you taking a plane?
I'll be out of transportation.
Oh, lovely.
More demonic.
Okay.
Sorry.
We have many ways of transporting.
Specifically that tree over there. As I point to a tree, just any random tree outside.
Yeah,
I'll say there's one like across the street in a small little like a courtyard, not really a park.
And that's why Demona would offer, since we could just do it right inside the apartment.
Also, Cordelia looks visibly nervous.
Yeah.
I rolled a deception kind of thing, and I rolled a 2. She is very nervous, so it would be a total of 7.
Yeah. He's like, I thank you guys for looking out for her and for whatever the hell it was that you guys pulled last night. I talked to a friend of the Force and I pulled up some footage, and I'll be honest, I don't know what half of what I saw was, but I'm glad you guys were there for Cordy.
That happens a lot with us.
Onyx,
I'm gonna take that as a good sign.
Generally.
Okay.
We're still alive anyway, so.
That is true. That is true.
It was a pleasure to help her, and
Double meaning. When she says it was a pleasure to help her, Cordelia kind of snickers a little.
Onyx winks at her.
There's part of Tomo that just wants to slap both of you, but she's not gonna.
There's a part of someone that realizes that also this is the person she's supposed to be protecting.
Yeah.
She'll just smack Onyx later
Yeah.
A part,
in private.
a parting
Hey, Onyx
gift.
was protecting her very well.
A parting gift is I give him one, like, I guess it's a giant blueberry. It's like the size of a peach, but it's a blueberry.
Thank you. Is this from your hometown in Del Diablo or?
No, it is a good berry.
Oh, lovely. I'm gonna save that for later. Got half a plate here that I would like to enjoy, and I don't want to get too full on. Oh boy, you've eaten 3 of those. Okay, all right.
I ate 5.
Okay.
And then I picture him also then
healthy
stuffing his mouth full of the food as he says.
he just eats he eats an entire takeout container to himself, and then he eats the takeout container.
Oh, Scotty, I just got a Snorlax for Gurk, by the way, so
Are you sure it's not a Munchlax?
I have to go find a Munchlax, which I might start looking for. I got a Snorlax for now. I just need to get the baby version of it, which is harder. Because for some reason, breeding a Snorlax with a Ditto does not give you Munchlax, it gives you Snorlax. Yes.
Pokemon is weird.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways. Yeah, no.
Oh god, what did I do?
Also, Kat, for the sake of this, probably there's the TV on in the background, news, such like that.
Well, if you ever need the gentleman's... I hope this service was satisfactory for you with the gentleman.
I'm waiting for him to ask, if you don't mind, do you have time to answer us a questionnaire? Give us a review.
How satisfied were you with our service?
How satisfied were you with your protection?
You know what Cordelia's checking off there.
Do you guys actually ask him that?
I don't.
No.
Okay.
I was being a shit. But yeah, before that, more or less, though, she'll kind of look to it and hey, Dad. Actually, she'll look to Hannah for a moment and just kind of bump it and kind of move her hand, trying to hold it.
She takes your hand.
Dad, if you don't, I'm assuming Kat, they probably would have talked about this beforehand.
I'm
Hannah
sorry,
and
Yes.
Cordelia.
And-
Yeah.
Yes.
I will say that last night the two of you talked, and she said that
Yeah.
she kind of wanted to take a couple of hours and think about it
Yeah.
and set everything up to be okay, but that
Yeah.
she was happy to leave with you if you want
All right.
her.
On a side note, I'm sorry. I love the idea of you trying to be like, Dad.
Yeah, no. So remember that everything is at yelling at top volume with her. I just don't want to. I cannot talk louder than about what I am right now, or I get in big shit from my grandparents. So my grandfather usually sits right underneath where I sit.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's valid.
So yeah, She looks obviously, like I said, I rolled a 2 on her nerves. So
Yeah, he's just smiling. He says, "I'm just glad that you had these lovely people and someone that you clearly trust and care about with you last night to look out for you."
She kind of freezes up for a moment. So would you be able to help her get to Del Diablo when she wants to come?
If she would like to get with you now, I think everything's
That's
fine in
wonderful.
company. And she sort of was like, "Well, I did finish all the paperwork and put everything in place for a temp if you needed a replacement." And she's sort of under the table wringing her hands, and he just puts his hand on her shoulder and he says, "I am happy to have you and the group of these strange and interesting new people look out for Cordy." And
Y'all ever seen Futurama, by the way?
Yes.
I can't go with you. I just signed a lease on my apartment. I just can't walk away from it.
Yep.
I feel like the gentleman should have a name for people who work under him.
Yeah, what the hell?
See,
I mean,
know-
they're just employees. It
Yeah.
depends on what their position is in the job.
As he says that, with the interesting people, you can see Onyx in the background trying to pick something off of her, a tusk that she has there.
I picture her. She has a noodle stuck right there.
Onyx is not very.
Or like
used
trying to
tusks
figure
yet.
out how the
You'll have
fuck
to
to
be-
use chopsticks with tusks.
You have to be more flexible with your tongue. It took me a while.
She's plenty
Grok also
flexible with her
has
tongue.
the tusk corruption, by the way. And you can
Shit, I
take
forgot that.
and you can take that however you want.
Yeah, well, did you hear what I said literally right after that?
No, but I still can't.
Cordelia smirks.
Ah.
She's plenty talented.
I think he saw me laughing at it.
Because I'm always gonna make a joke for that.
And at about this point, you guys hear Tomo. You actually recognize this sort of audio tone kind of immediately. It's this familiar jingle that plays right before a Ranger Command announcement back in
Oh, boy.
like at headquarters with in Neo Redemy.
And
you're sort of-
It's just some Power Rangers.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Over
like
and
that's
over
what
again.
it is. It's just the Mighty Morphin one. And it looks like it's at this point when you realize, oh shit, on the, it's Henshin Day. And yes, her
Oh.
playing fast and loose with the timeline because
Very fast, because it's starting to get to the point where it's impossible to keep track of Cat.
and you know that in Neo Radami, where Ranger Command is located, the headquarters of Ranger Command is located, they usually have the Henshin parade every year, where kids usually dress up as their favorite Henshin heroes, and parents and different people in this community dress up as the different monsters and bad guys and whatnot, and they fight and they win candy and things like that.
I was very excited about Henshin Day.
Oh,
Ridiculous, huge, inflatable balloons of all of the kaiju and random shit that they've fought. And it shows a couple of clips of that, but it looks like they're actually panning to an announcement.
Huh.
And you see, let's see if I have it. Where is he? Ranger 1 Ramiel, the Tempest Ranger. He's the basically big head honcho in charge of everything. And he's standing in front of the front doors of the Looper Call, the main headquarters of Ranger Command, and giving like, it's not really focusing on what he's saying. The newscaster is talking over him, and they're saying something about and we hear that there's supposed to be a guest speaker today saying something very interesting. Apparently they have requested that all cameras be on this instead of on the parade or in the crowd. So let's see what he has. And as soon as it flicks back to him and he says, and I'm just gonna bring her on out here, everybody. And he turns and moves away, and you see from off camera enter somebody that you guys probably
Actually-
recognize.
only one recognizes because she is out of Henshin form when she started the speech.
Oh shit, that's right. One
Yes.
of you recognizes.
Yep,
Well,
Onyx.
Unless anybody else is from Radami, and then they would recognize. No one is? Okay, then perfect. It works out that only Onyx knows who it is. And then probably like Cordelia and the rich people do, because famous too, but
So what do they say?
do you want me to do the full thing again?
If you want to, yeah. Or at least like the highlights.
I can't do the highlights because I'm me, and I can't cut down on that because it was awesome.
Fucking do it then.
All right, so yeah, like I said, she started in. Like, if you guys remember, she was wearing her nice, like, fancy dress she went out with Sammy with, because gotta look good for this.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Solitude.
I love it. Grok immediately knows despite not being able to see her.
Yeah.
Actually, he would probably recognize her voice
Yes, they would.
because Brooke can't see anything.
Grant, I figure it's probably pretty much the same, even though transforming. I don't know. One of those weird things where transforming can change stuff.
Yeah.
Like, hello, Radami, and anywhere else that is watching. Let me start out by wishing everyone a very happy Henshin Day. This is always my favorite part. I am Gay, formerly of the Sengolan family, and while I'm sure that you guys are fairly confused about why a former reality star is up here. Don't worry, I have another name you can call me in a moment, so bear with me. I am sure a few people who are watching this are confused because I died a bit over a year ago. It's going to get even more confusing, so just be ready.
One moment. I imagine Onyx like seeing this and seeing where this is going, is like pulling out her phone and filming all the others, like the people that film
You're
their
getting a
friends who knew.
reaction vid. I love it.
I love it.
That's you say one word, Tomo just goes, "What the fuck?"
Yep.
Gurk's pretty much just like, what? Apparently Solitude is famous.
Apparently.
As I know, everyone knows, the other day, many places were attacked by the anarchists and their atomic burners. Hell, I'm sure some of you even noticed these things as she kind of like points to her former cybernetic eyes. Well, her current cybernetic eyes, because she got them changed now, but... What's she
pointing to? I assume she's pointing at something.
She's pointing at her eyes, bro.
Ah, okay.
Well, much like many other places, Del Diablo was also attacked. And unlike the rest of the places, we received a message from the anarchists blaming Redami for the attacks. The anarchist wants you to hate Del Diablo. They want you to blame the City of Corruption. But in reality, they are just and lost as confused as you are with this attack. And the talks of war or exterminating the corrupted for these attacks are falling for the trick that he wants you to. You are allowing yourselves to fall to anarchy. And really, while I will be the first one to tell you that there are many issues with Del Diablo, far, far too many for me to talk about.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
I love the peanut gallery. The peanut gallery is the best part about this.
Yes, it is.
Gurk said
Everybody else,
that you're watching
like,
a
all
show
of the
and he's
vaccine crew
commentating
was like watching Spellbound and being respectful, and these assholes are just
Shitting
heckling
on
you
her.
from halfway across the world.
What the fuck is she talking about?
Excuse you, Tomo knows very well how shit
They
Del
have-
Diablo is,
Yeah.
too.
There's
There's no surfing.
I have no idea what she's talking about. There's a talking squirrel that goes to a place called the Nut. It's the best place.
You're not wrong.
Everyone's nuts for it.
I mean, we literally got our place by killing a bunch of gang members and throwing their corpses out on the street.
I feel like that's how it
Just
should be, but
Oh. Were they supposed to stay on the street?
Crook, did you eat the corpses?
I mean, no one else was going to eat them.
Oh my god. What about
Yes, he
Cyberus?
did.
Were you gonna share with Cyberus?
Yeah, where was I?
Onyx is taking all of this is on her phone.
Cordelia looks horrified.
I was
by
gonna
this,
say, I love that we're talking about this in front of Cordelia and her dad.
and her girlfriend.
He's so confused.
Scroll back.
It's a Trog thing, alright?
Alright, fair enough.
But there are many
hear a
innocent
judge.
people there that, if you decide to attack the city, will perish. All because of a lie of a man trying to cause chaos. Well, and that from what I assume, wanting to break an ancient treaty that was formed ages ago to end the corruption war. And then on the screen, Saul goes quiet at that point, and remember how we had the copies of the treaty? They all flash up on the screen
What's happening?
for a bit. She lets that sink in as they're showing it. In reality, Del Diablo might not be the best place to live in. But to too many people, it's the only place that's safe for them now, after society casts them out for being corrupted. They see each other as a big family, because the families that they originally came from either turn their back on them or actively hate them. And kind of she gets a little bit of a smirk on her face, and thanks, Mom and Dad. I guess it's going to be a bit
Right.
hard to sue me into silence when I'm legally dead, isn't it? Though, I guess it's going to be a little hard to also profit off that death now that I'm not actually dead. And there is a second person that I want to introduce you to too. Another person who has been dead for as long as I have. Partially because we happen to die on the same day. And she kind of takes a step back from the camera and
Comes the good part.
I picture Onyx is saying that, like, as she steps back and grips her friendship bracelet and calls out passion to ignite their hearts and ours and to burn even brighter than expected, and does the whole transformation sequence because, you know, it's extra AF and is perfect. For some of you, I likely won't need any introduction, as my death wasn't all that long ago. And to some of you, and you guys can see her look at a specific place in the crowd. You probably can't see where she's looking because the camera wouldn't catch it, but you definitely see her looking at a certain place. Still remember me despite my death and disappearance.
Does Tomo recognize passion?
I mean, yeah, considering you've been living with her.
Well, okay, but like
so
actually passion, because he's in solitude.
So she's had the exact same uniform and everything that when she was passion.
I believe you've mentioned it before, that you were somebody before Del Diablo.
Okay, I must have just forgot that. Never mind then.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
I think she only mentioned it once.
Yeah, I don't think Tomo would have had a huge grasp of like Passion's team. She just knew that you just knew she went by a different name.
Yeah. You didn't actually know what her former name was,
Diablo.
just that she was Solitude and that she was a part of a team in Red Ami.
Gotcha. Okay.
And maybe you looked up some stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Did a Google search.
Yeah.
And then say,
put the message out on the what is it, Tweeper?
Meeper. That's what it was. Yeah, Meeper.
For those of you who don't know, I am Passion, former member of the Feeling Force and still current member of the Henshin Command Corps. And this, and then she kind of, I said kind of this is the part where she kind of wrestling. She looks right at the hard cam pretty much because this is the serious part. And this part's for you, the anarchist. If you're watching this, though, I suppose you will be soon. Get to know this face. Because I'm coming for you. I will find you. No matter where you hide. You're trying to bring this world to darkness. Trying to do some weird thing, kill the light, something evil. I don't care. No matter what, I will make sure that your plan fails. And that you see justice. You took the lives of so many innocent people. You hurt so many innocent people. You destroyed their lives. And if you want to try to do that to me, I'm in Del Diablo, and on the camera, as she kind of as she's saying this, you see an address pop up in Del Diablo, not yours, not the one of our current house, but of a different place. And I think some of you might recognize it. It's her own personal home in Del Diablo.
Someone just turns to Demona and is like, "We're gonna have to fucking booby trap her house."
You think that I didn't already?
Okay, we're gonna have to double the booby traps.
There.
I say, maybe show your cowardly face and see what happens when you attack someone who can fight back. You're gonna see how hard it is to douse the flames of passion. And then more or less ends with her dropping the mic and walking off stage and then disappearing as you see a skeleton person with an afro run up and touch her.
Holy shit, that's Barkley!
Actually, hang on. What costume was Barkley wearing at that time?
The Sammy one. He was wearing the Sammy costume.
Sammy. So it's Barkley with his signature afro wearing pink
gold,
orange glittery wings and a yellow sundress.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And I'm assuming then that, chaos starts happening in the recording.
Oh yeah.
As passion disappears.
You drop the mic and everyone goes, "Oh!"
I believe there are multiple Afro skeletons.
Yes, there are multiple Afro skeletons.
There were like 6, I think.
There's a bunch.
After the clip ends, the newscaster comes back and sort of stunned, is sort of like, well, we'll be following up with Henshin Ranger Command about any clarifications about that, but it looks like Miss Soligen, Passion is not answering questions right now. Yeah, we'll get back to you with the rest of the parade in just a moment. It cuts to commercial.
Onyx is very happy with her recording that she just got.
Wait a
Yes.
minute.
Bernadette
did-
is sort of like,
Onyx. Never
I'm
mind.
gonna assume you folks knew that woman?
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
Yes.
Demona, did you booby trap my house?
I mean, you wanted protection.
All right, fair enough. You're right.
You'd asked Onyx to protect your house. She would have just thrown condoms on it.
No,
is great.
no, Onyx. No, Onyx would just smash the entire house and was like, "See, protected it. I already destroyed it, so no one else could."
I mean, you're not
Protected.
wrong.
Yeah. Onyx turns to Demona's like, "Please don't booby trap our house.
All right.
We don't want Seth to like walk into a trap and then blow up."
Oh, well,
Yeah, honestly.
I guess don't booby
Or
trap.
Gurk. Or me.
I am a professional. These things do not go off at random. That was not mine.
Someone else made that one.
So is she gonna meet us back home? She
You don't
ran off.
know. She said she was going to be home at some point.
I mean, I guess so. She said she'll be like back.
I didn't
I
know
think you
if-
did tell. I think you did tell them that you'd be back a little bit after Henshin Day,
Yeah.
either the second
Tomo's
half,
over
like
here
after
just like, you know, fucking Barkley, what the fuck?
that evening.
What's a bark date?
Actually,
That a
it's
sport-
gonna be weird because you guys aren't necessary. It's not live, but I will say at this point, actually within the next couple of hours, Passion can set up that group chat if you want.
She
Considering she is currently probably blind, she's probably still going through her surgery at this point.
she is waiting on that because she got directions to give Tomo that note,
That's right.
and it looked very
Oh,
serious, so
good.
she wasn't going to drop that on Tomo.
Oh fuck! I need to find that thing. Cool.
You're welcome. And I did say,
Thanks.
I think I say, did I say she looked at it or not? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I'm
I'll
gonna
look
roll.
and see if I can find.
If you can find, then yeah. If not, I'll
Yep.
just roll for it. Once she can see again.
Onyx is digging through the rest of the containers to see if there's any takeout left.
Onyx is just like,
Gurk, is there any takeout left?
I mean, if it gets dropped on the ground, I own it. So
Crack is the dog.
looping back around to free game talk.
Throwing my dog Terry into the bus.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, if not, Onyx will like walk over to, or even if she'll walk over like with something she found maybe still, over to Bernard and is going to cast Speak with Animals again.
oh,
Oh. I will say that because that's super cute. There is food left.
Yeah, and she'll
probably something
I-
mild that's not spicy. So she's hungry.
something mild. I think there's like often like these like some kind of like, I don't know, crackers or something.
Yeah, rice, white rice. You can
Yeah,
get
or
a
some
lot.
rice. Yeah, just
Yeah.
some pure rice, and just like you're hungry.
I don't know. Being a teacup giraffe, would a good berry almost kill it?
He'd have like a bite and be full.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He sort of nuzzles up to you. Hi.
Hi. Want some rice?
Yes, yes,
You
please.
like rice?
I don't understand what everybody's doing. There's a lot more people here than normally. Well,
Yeah.
normally they're not out here in the living room. Usually they're over there in 4D's room.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Gross.
And, like, Onyx just
Someone's
keeps
jealous.
feeding like single rice corns to Bernard.
He's happily nomming them up. It's like, so what are we doing now?
Well, I guess soon we're going on a journey to a different city. Del Diablo. Have you heard of it?
No.
Where I live now.
cool. I'd like to see where you live. You're nice and cuddly. And like cuddles up, and you realize he is still very sleepy. He had a very long day.
You're nice and cuddly too.
Oh,
And
that
then she'll like also like if you have anything that you really want to take with you, just tell me so I can make sure that it's packed.
He like digs into one of the cushions on the couch and pulls out like this ratty old blanket that you can imagine Cordelia's probably wanted to throw away a couple of times, but he won't let her.
That reminds me, Cordelia, are we taking your pet?
Sorry, what was that, Scotty?
Are we taking your pet?
Yeah, of course. But I goes everywhere with me.
Onyx has been not wrapped into the ratty old blanket. No. Can I carry him?
She kind of looks at you. Yes, you can.
We're
He
friends
likes
now.
you. He really likes you.
We're friends now.
Do you, perchance, before we leave, have an agate worth at around 1,000 gold?
He's like, not on me. I could possibly obtain one for you.
Cordelia, how would you like to talk to your pet? I mean, like, actually have conversations with it.
Kind of pause for a while.
Or make him smarter.
He's pretty smart already, but that could be cool. She has no clue. She has no clue about magic at all. This seems really like she kind of looks really confused about this.
He might need that, he might need that in Del Diablo. There are a lot of talking animals there. He would fit right in.
I can't believe I never made a corrupted creature that has a giraffe head for a...
Sounds like something out of
Part
just
of the
being
corruption.
BoJack Horseman. I'm sure there's a giraffe character in that. Anyway.
That'd be nice to talk to him.
He's like, I could probably obtain that. Can I ask, it's just to make Bernard talk, or...
No, it would make him sentient.
Oh, you were speaking of the sentient, the awaken spell?
Yes,
Should you ask him first?
of course.
Onyx asks Bernard, "Do you want to be smarter?"
I'm already the smartest in the room, though.
Oh,
It's very true.
I mean,
Cordelia
Bernard-
says I am the smartest giraffe ever.
I rolled
mean-
survival checks so I could communicate with it because the Trogs have that limited animal
So
speak.
weird.
I got a nat 19, so I'm pretty sure I pass with all the modifiers.
You get the feeling that he's kind of happy as he is. He doesn't think that he needs to be smarter because he feels like he's perfect the way he is, because that's the way Cordelia treats him.
Hera, the easier sound would have been to just say, "Do you want to speak with Cordelia?" back and forth.
True, but I mean,
Do you want to make everyone as
He's-
smart? Do you want to make everyone as smart as you? I say to the giraffe. It'd be much easier to have conversations.
That's true.
I'm barely smart enough to talk to you now.
I do like talking with this one.
I love the idea that Onyx, by this logic, is the smartest one in our group. Because she's the one who's talking with a giraffe.
By the giraffe's logic, yes.
with the dress logic, Onyx is the smartest.
Poor Demona.
And Gurk is the classic, the very heavy foreign accent and speaking very simple words.
He says, yes, sure. I like talking to you. I like to talk to everybody.
Okay.
Just imagining voicing the Sig forever. It's so fucking cute.
It's so adorable.
So
It is the best pet.
He says, yeah, I can, give me 1 second. I'll see what I can do about getting you that agate. And he starts pulling out a phone and sending an email. He's like, so are you folks doing your magic in here? Are you going across to the courtyard, or?
We could do either or. Apparently, Demona has another plan. Wants to do the honors, which I'm fine with. I believe we can do
Can't
that
forget
here,
my
right,
sword, by
Demona?
the way.
I can shrink that for you if you want.
I like it that big, though. I want to hang
Okay.
it up in my room or something like that.
All right.
Another room that already has a giant sword, giant bed in it. Then it has
God, it's just gonna
giant-
make it end up being a giant guillotine for Onyx.
And she's like, maybe not in my room. Oh wait, I punched a hole into the.
Oh yeah,
I'm right next. Yeah, she punched a hole into the wall between, like, because she's right next to Passion in the room, and she punched a hole into it by accident, or kicked it. I can't quite remember.
kicked it
And-
with her because it was when they were doing it.
Yeah, and she's like, but maybe I can fix the hole with it.
So I'll say, unless you guys have anything else that you would like to do.
So I just saw the messages I was getting.
Oh, sorry. In about 30 minutes or so, a heavily winded, like assistant in a looks very much like a intern, poorly fitted suit, like young adult, sort of runs in, knocks on the door. Mr. Valentine, I got your very specifically priced agate. And he hands it over. It's in a little tiny like gift bag about yay big or so. He hands it over.
Also, it's really funny. I had a talk with Hera about like what makes it qualify as 100 gold pieces, because technically you could have a 1 gold piece of agate that is worth 1,000 gold if you just say it's worth 1,000 gold to me. Technically, at that point, it is worth 1,000 gold. Or if you get a 1,000 gold one and you manage to talk them down and make it 900,
This is the economics question. It's been in D&D since the beginning.
or it's you manage to get a discount on a 1,000 gold gemstone, and suddenly it's 900 gold. Is it 1,000 gold?
It's one of those complicated things where like they're putting a monetary value on it because they're trying to get you to spend all that fucking money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, gemstones are only worth the value that we assign to them.
Yes.
So
It's really funny to me though. They just was making jokes like, man, like anything could be $1,000 if someone's gonna sell it for $1,000.
yeah. So you guys have your agate. You have now eaten a very hearty lunch rather of somewhat spicy but delicious food. What do you guys want to do? Oh shit. Sorry, continue. I just remembered a thing.
I go up to Bernard and I'm just like, boop, and I cast Awaken.
Yep, boop.
Boop.
Isn't that
Fuck.
like, isn't that an 8-hour spell or something like that?
No, it's 5th. It's 5th level.
No, but
hour.
the duration, or like how long it takes to cast.
How long you need to cast it? I
Oh,
it takes
never mind. Okay, I'll wait a while.
That's a casting time 8 hours.
Yeah, it's 8 hours. Okay, cool.
I could. Oh no, you can't. Never mind.
I'm not sure I want to leave Bernard alone with Gurk for 8 hours. He might get hungry. He might get hungry.
Which one? Which he?
Good question.
I mean, I'm assuming.
I think I
So
have more
Onyx.
self-control, to be honest.
Which I mean, the question too is like Onyx would. No, not the question. The statement is Onyx definitely would spend the time with that too. So
Feed both Gurk and
Cordelia to make sure that Bernard is safe.
yeah, Gurk needs to cast beforehand Goodberry, so he can eat 9 during the procedure, and the other one is for Bernard in that time.
Even with that, I'll have 4 good berries left over. Because you make 10 berries on the spell cast, and I
So
eat 5 times the amount per day, so I eat 5 of them, and I'm good.
let's say that you guys eventually make your way to the teleportation circle. I think Demona is using.
That was the plan if everybody was
Okay.
wanting to go along with it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and Cordelia has like multiple suitcases, probably 2 each for her and Bernard. Probably more for Bernard, actually. Probably 3 for Bernard and 2 for her.
Onyx is carrying Bernard and her giant ass sword.
Did you let Tomo retract it for you?
No.
She told you not to.
My God.
I don't think you can actually carry that through the teleportation circle otherwise. Because I think teleportation circle only transports you and what you are carrying. You're
She's
kind of
carrying it.
dragging that. It's like on your person. It's supposed to stop you from dragging a fucking cart through a teleportation circle. Hang on, let me read. Any creature that enters
It would be pretty funny though to like, yeah, no, I touched the castle, so it teleports with me.
I will say that because you're carrying it, it will go through. But you can't cast it on like solid, unmoving objects. And where are you heading directly back to, Demona? Because teleport.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Teleportation circle sends you to a specific set of coordinates.
Yeah, we had said that the ones Demona knew was specifically for the Gentleman's Club.
That's right. I will say that you guys sort of step through, and in the room that you guys went to, it's a sort of cordoned off small room, pretty basic. Like the walls are a very deep purple, and there is a door that can very clearly lock, and there's a handful of like chairs and tables in here and whatnot, and sitting on at one of the tables, sort of playing on his phone, is a Lunari that you guys recognize as working for the gentleman. He says, "Oh, hey, you guys are friendly here. All right, let me let them know. I was asked to make you stay here, considering everybody in the city hates you and is looking for most of you, so."
Still,
Everybody in the city can fuck off. So
You've been gone for less than like 48 hours. Her
That's
face,
like-
and he points at Demona, her face is all over the television.
what?
we have masks. We can wear masks.
Hey, Demona, you're as famous as Solitude.
Onyx
Apparently,
just
they are
snuggles
looking for a
Bernard.
murderer.
Oh God.
Wait, did Solitude murder somebody?
Thank
I
you,
can-
Brooke.
I can try
I mean,
and
hey,
get rid of that.
metaphorically, she just fucking killed the anarchists on live TV, but
Onyx just snuggles Bernard. I was like, well, at least you love me.
Cordelia gives Onyx a little pat on the back.
I will
Onyx-
say that
As soon as she's back too, like Onyx makes a selfie with Bernard and sends it to Lily.
Oh,
no. She says back, "That is the cutest thing ever." And is that yours? Because it's adorable.
No, it's friends, and then like it's what she takes us back, and then she's like, "Shit, we have things to talk about."
Yeah, you
Because
notice there
no-
was not much of a response from the 25 drunken texts, and then the Bernard photo.
oh Lord, you're gonna have a fun time.
Especially because you're pretty sure at the time when you were sending all those texts, she would have been asleep. Because you were on the clear other side of the world from Del Diablo.
Ah, the chaos, nice.
Oh Lord.
So we'll say that this Unari fellow is like, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get I guess jackets, coats to cover you guys up with some. Yeah. Okay. I'll be back, I guess. And he just vanishes. goes out the door, comes back a few minutes later carrying a bunch of like hoodies and jackets and a handful of like somewhat old fashioned like actual cloaks and hoods. He's like, take your pick, but whatever it is just enough to get you to your vehicle. I think you guys took the van.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We did.
The gentleman did take the liberty of having your van delivered here, so just until you get there, and then I guess going home. I'm really hoping, just from what I've overheard, that you guys don't actually live with that soul girl, because yeah, the gentleman's not super happy with her. He wasn't expecting quite that.
No, Kat, I did tell you she did send gentleman most of the whole thing, and mainly about the calling him out thing.
Oh, I didn't know that she sent
Yes,
the
remember
actual.
that she told him what she was planning so that he would know what she was doing.
Oh, okay.
She knows not to piss him off.
Okay.
She
He's
is more.
so. He knew it was coming. Just, I'm guessing he assumed that, I don't know, she would chicken out or something. I don't know why, considering you guys have done. I'm just gonna stop talking and let you guys go. And he's just holding his hand out with the jackets. If you guys would like to take them, you can. If not, that's also fine.
Yeah, Onyx takes a jacket and says, well, for all I care, the gentleman can go sit on a cactus.
Wow, savage.
Cordelia.
If you all are fine, I know of a lot less risky way of getting home without anyone knowing. If you guys are fine with that. Also, I was wanting to stay here because I wanted to talk to the gentleman about something.
Yeah, but the van, come on.
He's like, we can have the van sent to your house.
I could drive it home.
Oh God, no.
She looks to Banana. Do you want an adventure?
I mean, if
I
you
think
want to kill
Cordelia
the
needs to.
giraffe,
Hera, I'm gonna say
This poor rando dude who you guys just roll up with 27 suitcases for one woman, and
2 women.
and are asking,
And a
talking to a tiny giraffe, and asking if the giraffe would like to go for a ride, and expecting an answer, and the giraffe is making squeaking sounds back. His answer is yes, that'd be great. I love rides.
I believe it said it likes apple pies.
Are we going to the groomer after? Because I'd love getting my hair washed. He's got the little teeny tiny tuft of hair.
I love it so much.
Oh yeah, Onyx is like, where does she go, by the way? And she points to Cordelia. And Hannah.
He's like, if you two, I didn't remember you being there, but that's fine, whatever. You guys are welcome to go wherever you want. You don't have a big ass bounty on your head and a police bolo out for you.
oh my God.
Oh, I have another one? Wonderful.
No, it's the
I can.
Wait, there's another one?
Not
Do you
that
want me to
know
get
of.
rid of that?
I am not paid enough for this. I'm just gonna go get the gentleman. I'm gonna do that. And he just like
Cordelia kind of
throws the pile of coats at like Cyberus and walks out.
and Cordelia will like, follow them with. She's like, I guess I should go because I should get all these put away.
Do you have like a place where you stay here?
I don't
Set
know
up.
yet. I'll message. She takes your phone from you because I'm assuming you have it in your hand or something, and quickly puts her number in it. I'll message you.
Okay. And I mean,
Feel free
you
to
can stay with
anytime.
us. It's not the nicest place. It's
She
like,
kind of lies like, you guys have a
way
bounty on you. I know better than to do that.
Wait, do I have a bounty on me?
You
Yes,
all
we
have
all-
bounties on you. Everybody in the corruption game does. We
All
had
have a-
assassins come after us.
we have a bounty on
Is
us.
that what
They don't
that was?
Dem-
Guys, remember we had the world's most deadly kobold that came
Fuck
after us.
off. He
All have a-
tried.
We all
not
have
very
a bounty
well.
on us, and Demona also is looked for by the police.
I thought that was a midnight snack.
Did you eat the kobold?
No, we let him go.
There was a cobalt.
Oh,
Those
I
are
know.
those are spicy.
But yes, Cordelia will follow the Wanari out there too to kind of get herself situated because she figures that if he's calling the boss, there's not going to be good words said.
Okay.
If the rest of you wish to go on ahead in the van, I'll stay with Gurk while we wait for the gentleman.
He did tell you to wait for the gentleman because he's going to fucking deal with you guys.
We did his job real good.
Yeah, this isn't about the job.
That
It's
guy's
about
already
before that.
gone.
You guys being shit.
You
Cordelia's
guys,
leaving, right?
Yes.
and Cordelia, you walk out into the sorry, go ahead.
Because if Cordelia's leaving, Onyx is obviously giving her Bernard.
Yeah. Oh, I figured as much. She kind of. Thank you. Like I said, when
We
things
go
are
on
less
adventures another time. Bye, Bernard.
when things are less dangerous, please come visit. I'd love to hang out, spend some more. I'm sure we would love. She kind of gives a little wink to Hannah. We'd love to spend some more time with you.
Hannah blushes but follows,
I know I do.
trying to juggle the 27 bags of luggage.
I mean, I'm sure she's like, just we'll take the important ones and they can bring them for us, more or
Okay.
less. Like take the important ones. Because like Hannah seems like the kind of person who's like, all right, you have one important suitcase. The rest we can get someone else to bring with us.
That's valid, yeah.
If you ever have problems with security, you know who to call. And I just hand her my phone because I don't know how that works.
She'll just look, and I'm assuming. I feel like Gruk's the kind of person who has a password and doesn't unlock the phone.
He doesn't have a
She's like-
password. You kidding?
That's fair.
He barely
She
knows
has
how to answer calls on it.
He has facial ID. But she'll kind of punch her number in. And say, your friend also has that, and I'll be in contact with her at some point. So, also, you have to do that thing you said you were going to do with Bernard.
That is right.
So you guys make your way out, and you realize as soon as the door opens, you go into a hallway, and you see this Winari fellow open another door into a very populated club that is bouncing that you could not hear at all through the walls. The interior of it is pretty dark, and it's mostly lit by all of the round tables have like blue lights as the center base. So underneath of them is where the light's coming out, and then scattered all throughout there are like 4 or 5 different stages that have dancers on them that are very well illuminated. And he sort of leads you off to a like the corner of this room, and you see a interesting looking fellow there, a man in a, God, what was it, green and orange, I think, zoot suit, with
God,
a
he's
llama
Tom.
head.
Oh, I was about to say he's Tom the cat.
Green and yellow zoot suit, and instead of having a human head, he has the head of an alpaca.
Oh no.
And he's just sort of sitting there on a tablet and sort of sees you, sees the first Uinari approach and sort of puts it in his breast pocket and sees you. Oh, hello, Miss Valentine, I assume? And I have no idea. I haven't made the acquaintance.
This is Hannah.
And she sort of like nods and shakes his hand. It's hard to hear what she's saying. He can very clearly hear Cordelia.
Everybody can hear Cordelia.
He's like, so I assume everything went all right with my team. Great.
She'll not. They were great.
I have my gentleman here. This is, and he sort of like leans over and grabs a guy from around the corner that had been talking on the phone, drags him around, a human guy, like really burly, looks like he's definitely packing a shoulder piece. So hangs up the phone. This is Kenneth. He's gonna show you around, help you find lodgings if you need. In the meantime, I do have a handful of rooms here at the club, but I will let you know they're probably not the accommodations that you're used to, considering we're currently housing quite a few people after the burners still.
She'll not say. I'll start looking for a place after we get relaxing here. Oh, can you make sure someone brings? I have more bags in the room.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Perfect.
And he sort of sees the Wunari sort of stomping around after and just move, and he's like, And I think that means that I have to go talk to my team. So I will have somebody go pick those bags up.
Sure, thank you very much.
In the meantime, enjoy the club. I will say the first hour or so drinks are on the house.
She grins, just much appreciated, and gets plastered, probably.
Oh my god.
A few minutes later, you guys see the gentleman arrive. So, she's alive. That didn't go as badly as I thought. I got an email about something about a giraffe being kidnapped. I'm assuming that's that little thing she was holding.
Yeah, we rescued it, and we took good care of her. Or
Good.
I at least did.
Well, that wasn't part of the job, but I appreciate you not letting her get killed.
Go appreciate going above and beyond.
It was just
the Call of Duty.
It was just a few giants.
Whatever. I'm not going to ask why giants wanted a teacup giraffe.
With blind
Better
sense,
that
since
way.
I already know where everything's at, I just point at the giant effing sword Onyx is carrying around.
The giant fuck off sword.
The one that's folded up or whatever. You
Yep.
said it was like a collapsible thing.
It's still not. She hasn't let Tomo fold it up yet.
Right. So how many people have you killed by walking it through here?
No one yet.
You
She
guys
hasn't
haven't
walked
left
anywhere.
the room. Onyx was probably the last one through the teleportation circle.
That's not going to fit in the van.
He's like,
On
so,
top of it.
your payment, I believe all of you are still owed 100 gold or so, yes?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
It was 250
Sound-
each on completion.
I genuinely do
Calculation.
not know whether or not that's a fib.
No, the 100 was to start, and then 250 when
I
we
think
got
it was 100 and then 250.
Okay, yeah.
think it
Then
was
each you
400
get
total.
250.
No, you got 100 for the expenses, Hera. Shush.
Oh, it
Don't
was
get greedy.
it was 1,000 gold. Oh,
No.
It was a
Um,
million?
He's
it was a
like,
diamond worth 1,000,000 to me, but it's actually worth.
1
I-
million.
don't know if you heard your friend Soul's announcement.
Unfortunately, yes. I'm pretty sure we all
Yeah.
got.
Was pretty awesome, right?
I don't know
It
what
was pretty great, but I'm pretty sure
It
we're
was
all
a
gonna
great
get killed.
speech. Yeah. I have people working overtime at that house, so like, I hope you guys find this anarchist fellow soon, because this is costing me a fuckload of money. But hey, if you guys find him or catch him or kill him, whatever.
Passion says you're welcome.
I will
for the
say-
saving
Is that
Altaziel
our-
from getting attacked.
Is that our next job?
To find the anarchist, I can't afford to pay you guys for that bounty. I will say, I did get a very concerning phone call from Susan, though, after that. So, if you guys do find him, I was told that you may want to contact probably her or one of the other lords and ladies. Apparently, they are also invested in finding this individual. And apparently had their eye on the news today. So that's a thing that I didn't expect to ever have a phone call about you guys from one of the lords and ladies.
We're awesome.
All right. Well, if Susan was calling, I guess we don't know Solitude. If she's
What?
if Susan's involved, we're screwed if we even get into that. I'm not getting into that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's the smartest thing Gurk has ever said.
He's like, you know, she
How
wants to
what?
pay you to reward you for getting rid of the anarchist.
Well, minus that, I guess. That'd be worth the risk.
Are there any leads on the anarchist?
Hey, I killed that
no.
motherfucker for free.
He's like, I haven't seen anything. There have been a lot more bounty hunters searching around for you guys and digging around. I believe. Yeah, Seth isn't staying at the apartment at the moment. I believe he's. Actually, he might be out getting drunk on the floor right now.
Shocking.
But he said part of that was also just because the house is really quiet without you guys. And apparently there are a lot of things living in the garden that Gurk made. out of your house.
Yeah, I don't see how it's quiet. That seems kind of impossible.
Yeah. I
Well,
was
he
about to
said it was
say-
quiet without you guys, and then the animals were too loud. I
can't tell.
I just rest
can't tell what-
assured, and I'm happy that I do not think you guys are going to bring the property value down because it was already pretty garbage to begin with.
You're
I
welcome.
think we improved it actually. If I remember correctly, as Sol had some plants in her room.
Yes, she did.
They should be carrying now, so that's probably like all the property value right there.
I don't know. The
What?
place has a great foundation now. Goes to the basement that has been wall of stoned everywhere from Gurk.
Yeah, I forgot that.
It's like like a bomb could hit the place in the
You
basement.
guys have
and be
made
fine.
a fortress out of this weird apartment building that you guys have inherited. He's like, so did you guys need help getting to your vehicle, getting back to the apartment unseen, or what? Your credits are already loaded to your device, your phones, by the way.
I believe everybody else wanted to go with the van, but I was actually curious. Do you know where Walkie Narvana is at the moment?
I believe he's at his club.
Sorry, Lord Walkie Narvana.
I'm actually. Let me check. He most of his social media says which club he's at. He owns a lot of them.
Social media? You mean like
Meeper?
like Meeper?
Yeah, never mind.
I'm not gonna explain this to you right now. It sounds like a nightmare.
It's like talking to a grandpa and be like, "What's the Google?"
Basically.
Gurk is the type of person to type in google.com into the search bar to get to Google.
He's also the kind of person who panics when he deletes the internet.
No, it's just that one video of the person dragging, like in Windows 95, like that my computer to the recycle bin, and the whole computer just goes.
I'm trying to find it.
I hear he's usually in one of the loudest clubs in Del Diablo. Maybe he's here.
He's not at this one. He is at I believe it's called XS. It's not very far from here. It's maybe about 30-minute drive or so away. Yeah, that's at least what it says. I would sorry, I'm looking in the chat and I just got fucked up because time zones. I literally forgot until this second that I was in a different time zone.
Alt an hour in the past.
He says, yeah, it's called XS. It conveniently enough for you guys, pretty much it requires a costume to get in, so that helps your case, unless you guys don't want to go costumed, in which case I
Is this the
would
deal
be
with that?
cautious. I don't know how he'd react to bounty hunters in his club. Say that again.
It's still Henshin Day, isn't it? Or is this the day after?
Yeah, did we jump forward in time or backward?
It'd probably be like the day after or so if they're getting reruns of it.
I think it wasn't a rerun. It was like an hour or so past at most, or it wasn't super long.
Or maybe coincidentally, the teleportation circle going into the highly corrupted Del Diablo just coincidentally made the time exactly the same as vaccines currently.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. Passion did more or less. They left like a day after Passion did, didn't they? If I remember properly?
No, I think you guys left on the same day.
No, they went to bed. Remember?
Yeah, we left the day after.
Okay.
Onyx.
That's right.
Is
I
also,
will
like,
say,
Let's just
to
we're on
make
the same.
lives easier, we'll say that Passion can come back at this point.
I was gonna say Passion's probably been working on the house since she got back, trying to make it look less shit.
Oh, I'm disappointed that we didn't actually see her walk in the front door.
What the fuck?
You might have to. I was about to say,
Only the front door? No, not the front door. Just
Oh
walk
yeah, no,
through
the
apartment
street
area.
would have.
She
Yeah.
She would have been teleported inside. I'm like, why the fuck is it so dark in here?
Onyx would actually ask.
Wait,
him
don't
to-
you have dark vision?
She does.
That she'd be able to tell it's dark inside.
Oh, okay, yeah,
It's the whole thing of it. There's all the windows are covered by the stuff.
yeah.
might have to go into Tomb of Annihilation for some plant monsters.
Onyx.
Oh, don't worry about
so,
it. There's
so
gonna be
how-
nothing there.
So how the fuck do you get rid of a bounty on your head? Like, do you just have to kill like a certain number of bounty hunters, or?
You
How
can
does it
pay
work?
it off. You can.
Oh come on, we have like what, the 2,000? I don't have 2,000 gold.
I could try and hack into the bounty account and do that, but
Look, I just want to see my girlfriends without having to like watch over my shoulder all the time.
fair enough.
I said last I checked, it was actually 4,000 each, so that's gonna be a while.
Shit.
I think that part of the reason it went up is Passion's fault.
Actually, it
You can earn a lot of money at the
there's still
arena, right?
4,000 there. You
Oh, is it?
can, yeah. I would be cautious about it, but yes, you can.
I mean, be happy Passion in here. She'd call you an idiot for what you're thinking to do.
I mean, I can go to the arena, probably earn some money, and just
I'm gonna point
patch up
this
some
out,
bounty
Hera.
hunters that think they can take me on.
Hera, I'm just gonna point this out. The fact that the person has put $4,000 bounty on each of us means that they're probably gonna post the bounties back up again once you pay it off. Someone wants.
I mean, if she publicly murders some bounty hunters that are coming after her in the arena,
you mean like the 30 we already have publicly murdered?
that wasn't as publicly. The arena is like literally a TV covered event.
You don't.
No,
need
it'll
to-
just
It's
attract.
like- it's certainly a
it'll just.
deterrent.
This is
Hera, it'll just-
for what it's worth. I don't know the outcome of attempting that. I would recommend against it because honestly, I am aware that I wouldn't want that kind of nonsense in my club. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Walking to Run, I wouldn't want it in his. And usually the give me a second while I find his name.
Walking Nirvana.
God damn it. The normally Messiah prefers all of the participants in the arena to be willing, not just there because they want to get paid. Yeah, but no, the other thing, I would say your best bet, hacking the system could work. I honestly don't know that much about mercenaries. What would probably work is getting rid of this anarchist fellow, and I'm sure the lords and ladies and Susan would be able to swing something for you in that case.
Do we know who posted the bounty? Perhaps they could take it down.
I do not know that. I think Demona might know something about it, though. That's the DM saying that.
I mean, if Tomo can't delete the bounty, maybe she can at least find out who posted it.
I could try,
And we
but
can
again,
pay that person a visit, and she cracks her knuckles.
I mean, again, I can try, but that's going to be very illegal.
It would also help if the person who has the name as the bounty on them is the one that takes out the ones that are coming for them. That arena, if
We
take
all
out
have the bounty on us.
If we take out the anarchist and prove it, nobody's going to continue the bounty.
We can also fake our own deaths. And by
That's
fake
not a
our own
bad
deaths, I
idea.
mean I can fake everyone's deaths. It would take some time though. I can only do it one at a time.
That's true.
Like, I see ways it could go poorly, but it's a thing.
You all like the money stuff, right? Well, why don't we find someone who's not us that we can trust? Looks over at the gentleman.
I'm listening.
Turns in our bounties with our dead bodies, but we're not really dead. Gets the bounty. We go back to what we're doing.
Setting up insurance fraud. This is what we're fucking doing right now. We are fucking and setting up insurance fraud.
Ironically,
It's
that would probably
fine.
pay off our debts.
It's
Yeah,
bounty
actually.
hunter fraud.
Wouldn't we all need new identities and then never have to be in a group again?
Who needs an
People would-
identity? Come on.
I'm working on that, at least for me, but probably could do
Like
something
that.
for everybody else too.
I mean, I can switch identities pretty easily. I've done it before.
He's like, I see it being difficult. I think your best bet for the near future would probably be disguises. I can probably help with something like that.
The DM's like, guys, stop fucking trying to remove the bounty. Just kill this asshole.
I mean, you can try, yeah, but it's not going to be easy. He's like, I'm telling you now, there are a lot of ways it could go poorly. And honestly, your debts are worth a lot. I don't know that it's worth the frustration and hassle of getting your bodies back and or getting you raised from the dead.
But we don't actually die.
That's great. What happens when they take the corpse? I don't know what they want. They're gonna want proof.
Izvini, gentlemen,
Whatever. I can use the
Yes.
workout. Work out my frustrations, all the bounty hunters coming after me.
what do you know of this stranger?
Be more specific.
Demona will turn her phone towards him, show him the bounty hunter app. The one who put this bounty on all of us.
I mean, clearly he doesn't want to be seen. I'll be honest with you, Demona. I don't know a ton about the bounty hunter guild. I have a bunch of them in my employ, but that's about it. That's also part of the main reason that I really don't want you guys seen around here, because I do not want a firefight in my club.
That's
Fair
okay.
enough.
Do not have a firefight in my club.
That's okay. What are these disguises?
I never have a firefight.
I hope it's not a suit.
Any kind of fight, Onyx.
Can you at least point us in the right direction? The sooner we take him out, the sooner you have to worry less of us being unmarked.
He's like, I don't know a ton. I know that there's
Guys, we
there
already-
was a woman that was stopped yesterday or so around your apartment, actually, Demona. I believe she was probably looking for you. About yay tall, short black hair. She reminds you a lot of the woman that came after you found the dead body of Bright, the contact that you had been looking for, and the one that you were accused of murdering. He's like, she said she was looking for Demona, looking for you. We didn't give her any information about where you were because we couldn't verify that she was or was not a bounty hunter. But she said that she had found something in Demon City, Shinjuku, that might be a lead for you guys. I'll be honest, I don't know anymore what's just a bounty hunter trying to lure you guys into a trap and what's actually a friend. I have no fucking clue,
Best
but
way,
that's the thing.
best way to avoid the trap is to spring it before it is sprung. Demon City, thank you.
Demona, you would remember a couple of days ago, right after you found the dead body of Bright, her sister came to your apartment actually and tried to murder you, and you managed to persuade her to see reason and showed her the video footage of a person that looked exactly like you come in, do the deed, check that the body was indeed dead, leave, and then the real you come onto screen, realize what had happened, and fucking bam, take off out of there.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask you if she would be in contact anytime soon with additional information on that, because I did remember.
She did tell you that she was being very cautious about sending anything over the internet. She was under the impression that she was being watched. And that's part of the reason that Bright wanted to meet with you in person, because they were both aware that the internet communications are not as secure as one might hope. You do remember that she had mentioned that Bright had worked with who she now believes is the anarchist, or somebody working for the anarchist, to make what she had thought were just explosives. But it turns out that one of the components that he requested to be put into the bombs is what made them into explosive burners, and those components had come from Demon City Shinjuku,
Right.
Which is another one of the boroughs in Del Diablo.
Very nice.
He's like, but if I've got, there are a bunch of jackets here or whatever, I do have makeup artists that can come in and try and make you guys look like a little other than you if you'd like, but for what it's worth, if you guys are heading to Demon City, most of them wear masks there, so there's that.
Do you have like someone who can like for tattoos? Magicals ones?
Magical type, not on staff. I mean, there are places you can get them.
Yeah. I think that would be cool. I wanted to get some anyway. I just need to find someone who can do it than me. And because I would like, if it's possible, it shouldn't be too hard, I guess. Basically, Head of Disguise as a rune tat.
Okay, that's the thing that we could look at. It's going to be somewhat extensive, though, I think.
It's uncommon and rarity?
Yeah. I'm pulling it up.
And if I remember correctly, it's plus 25%, and...
I know exactly which mask I'm going to get for Demona.
Greg grabs one of the jackets, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead.
Ooh, you cut out a lot there, Cyberus.
Oh, I'm also putting a coat on.
Okay.
I keep remembering that Cyberus is currently wearing like a sweet ass suit too.
Yeah.
Which is now back to glitching out. So the thing with the tattoos is the ones that you guys got in Heaven's Towers were basically speed ones done. Ones that have a more permanent enchantment tend to take a little bit longer. So I think it would be 3 sessions, or 3 days worth of sessions to get one of those done that can do Disguise Self. But he says, I do probably have a mage on staff that could probably disguise. Actually, I might have a mage on staff that can do the mask one, the seeming thing. That might be able to cover all of you. If you would prefer something like that.
I need to get home first. I have this thing here, and she lifts the sword up.
I'm gonna... You can't carry that through my club, Onyx. You're gonna kill somebody. That thing will decapitate someone.
Only if they're not careful.
If you want to take it out of here, I'm going to have to ask one of my staff members to cast like reduce on that thing, I guess.
I think you can like it has a reduce function in and of itself. You can like put the blade in the hilt, but I don't know how.
Then why haven't you done that before you brought it into my house or brought it into my club and scratched up all the walls?
I don't know how.
We've offered to help you do it.
I'm pretty sure Tomo said that they would be able to.
Oh, no.
Just
Onyx
laid
gives-
under that bus.
Onyx gives you a
Like-
very betrayed look.
I am going to go get someone way smarter than me to deal with this. I will be back. Please stay here. And he just heads out the door.
Okay, that's it, guys.
Let's see if I have my
Like, I
writer thing here.
I love the fact that he's just done with our shit at this point.
Fucking everybody in the city is done with your shit.
Hey, I haven't done
We didn't do anything wrong.
no, it's bull. I mean, Cyberus hasn't done anything wrong.
I was going to
Onyx has
say,
definitely done a lot
Cyberus and
wrong.
Gurk actually are the most innocent.
Passion is innocent.
All our
Um,
fighting self-defense. Except
Um,
that time we went to Luxor.
Excuse
Yeah.
me. Grok
Then
attacked
Gurk is
a random
completely guilty on that
Grok
part.
attacked a random civilian and stole his fucking heart.
That's true to do
I
that.
mean, yeah, you do have a point there.
And then fully healed him.
Still.
That doesn't make it okay.
I shot you and then I bound the wound. You're welcome.
A few minutes later, a female Saren comes in, wearing like a leather jacket and jeans, and sort of fiddling what looks at first like a drumstick, but is actually a wand. So I heard that the group of you might need disguises, and also to make a very large sword smaller. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was a euphemism, but okay.
Onyx like winks at her. What that won't do.
So, let's see how many people can you target with seeming.
Probably-
Any number of creatures you can see within range. So, what do you folks want to look like today?
I'm gonna try that Siren lock.
Cool.
Yeah, make me a Saren.
Very okay. A much smaller Saren. Okay.
How does your spell work?
Sarens are fucking ginormous.
Onyx is
Onyx
gonna
comes
look,
to like maybe her hip.
Onyx is gonna look like a child Siren.
Like a teenager.
How does your spell work? Does it change us physically, or is it just an illusion?
It's just an illusion.
Oh, then I would be a Siren as well.
Okay. Everybody Sarens. All right.
Seriously, both Sonics. Jesus, Onyx.
Sonic.
I'm so sorry. Onyx and Gurk. Like, if they get into a
I mean,
fight,
you do have the speed for it.
they get into a fight, everyone's gonna try to hit us, and it's gonna go phasing through us. Be like, whoa, are those Syrian ghosts or something? And it's just they're aiming for upper halves.
You can make somebody seem 1 foot shorter or taller.
Oh, that's impossible then. I'll be a baby Syrian.
You could be a baby Saren.
You will be. There will be like a foot taller than you that will be an illusion. I did see that Demona, and
It's a very simple mask. No special enchantments, nothing.
the thing is, if you didn't have it, you would have to get it somewhere. I could say you have it at your house, but you probably don't have it on you, because I don't know that you would have much of a reason to take a mask with you to Heaven's Towers.
Well, if we remember that, then Demona took most of her non-iced over shit from the apartment to Tomo's.
That's right, you did say that.
Yeah. So, and it's just literally only for for this one specific purpose.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say you guys can probably stop back at home, considering you'll have to pick up Soul too.
In that
Get
case,
rid of a
Demona.
giant ass sword.
Gurk will look like a Alright, then I guess that'll be a what are the other small things? A gnome. That'll be a gnome.
Okay. So Saren, gnome. I'll make it up as I go. Okay. Onyx Saren, what is Onyx wearing today? Considering Onyx's outfits are always a delight to hear.
I think when she went to Del Diablo, what was it? Heaven's
Heaven's
Towers.
Towers.
She was wearing black sweatpants and just like a tank top, like a very loose tank top and like a sports bra under, and that's it.
So, Saren, black jeans, tank top that says sleeves are bullshit.
A gnome that is dressed like they're in a Henshin outfit, but it's obviously a costume like it was Henshin Day.
I love it. Best. I
have a party to go to, and they require a costume.
Mr. Cyberus, I believe.
Just jeans and a sweater.
It just
And
turns him to a
Budari.
human. Just human with jeans and sweater. Actually, that'd probably be the best disguise. Everybody just want to be human.
No.
Lamest disguise ever.
Yeah, but then no one would know.
Aspects of your current corruption does peek through, because you would stand out more if you looked like a generic human with no corruption to you.
Oh my god, I just imagine a Saren with tusks additionally.
Yeah, they kind of already have them. They're just bigger.
Yeah.
So she goes around to each of you, making you look however you would like. And she says, and do I need to cast something on the big giant sword as well?
No, I think it's just only, I don't know how, but you can, like, get the blade into the handle somehow.
I heard something about.
Tomo just
it.
goes, "Oh, for God's sakes!" and twists the handle.
Oh, I always turn it the other way around.
Well, that was easy. Anything else you guys need before you head on out?
A ride to the access club, I guess.
If you can shapeshift into a cat, you can sit on the back of Demona's bike.
That would break the illusion. Maybe. Would it?
Yeah, that's right. Illusion.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Seeming lasts for 8 hours. It's there. So you would be a cat that looks exactly like the illusion.
But only a foot taller.
But only a foot taller. So you would be a 2-foot gnome. Which is possible.
On all
I just
fours.
had that idea, but I'm not sure Onyx would actually do that. Like, when she's like...
On all fours.
Do you need anything else? And Onyx, like, your number? But Onyx is not that smooth.
She's like, just so you know, that lasts for 8 hours. So there might be some awkwardness, but it'll get you through the city unseen. I do have teleport prepared if you guys need a way out of here, but that should at least get you to... the gentleman said you just needed a way to get to your car without getting,
Yeah, also...
riddled with bullets.
In case I, like, don't want to look like a Saren anymore, for whatever reason, can I, like, just... Do I have to wait the 8 hours, or can I just do something and it goes away?
You can cast a spell magic. That should end it.
Yeah, because I can cast a spell magic. Do I look like I can cast a spell magic?
Yes.
You do now.
I can.
Actually, I assume you do now. I don't know. What did you pick?
I think she looks like a Saren as well.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said to look just like her. And I'm assuming you looked wizardry or something, right?
No, she looks like her, but she is a Saren now.
She says there are certain people that if they have reason to believe it's a disguise, they can see through it. If it depends, it's magic. If they can sort of overcome the level of my enchantment on there, they can see it. But
That's what you're saying.
most people won't be able to see through it.
Okay. Oh well, I mean, I'm
But it doesn't change your voices, so you should still sound the same to whoever you meet. So just so you're aware of that.
I mean, I kind of dig this look. It's kind of cool.
She's like, yeah, I like it too. And you notice it looks very similar to her.
Yeah, Onyx, you look great.
I imagine she basically based Onyx look on her own, like, teenage years or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
How she looked as a teenager.
So did you guys need a lift to access, or do you know where it is, or?
I would not mind a lift.
I need to get home and bring this sword, like, start.
I need to make a stop to grab something on the way.
We need to
I
go-
like
think
assuming prepared.
I think everyone else here has modes of transportation.
So do we want to meet somewhere or what?
Onyx is like, first of all, the car gets to drive, and it's out the door.
Well,
wouldn't-
okay then.
I want to note she has 55 feet movement, but no key.
How do you have no key?
Yeah, we had a long rest.
No, I mean a key for the car.
Oh, I heard KI. I'm like, it doesn't matter that you can't do the step of the wind. You're already faster than everybody. Also, you should have your key back.
Oh my god.
Yep.
No, I meant a car key.
Next Retroverse monk subclass. Key wielder.
I'm actually trying to remember who the fuck drove that vehicle.
I think Onyx.
Nope.
Recklessly.
I usually drive,
Yeah,
because everyone else has motorcycles.
yeah. We'll say it was probably Cyberus.
Yeah, whoever comes next sees Onyx like standing outside the van and is like, I forgot something.
100% expected to try until force the door open.
I mean, she could, but she knows she would like, she then would have the door in her hand. You can't like prevent her from breaking into a car.
Yeah. So you guys managed to get to the vehicle and get back to your apartment, just to speed things up.
Yeah.
And basically, what do they see when they first approach the house, Passion?
Well, the whole Kat, would she have had the time to clear the whole thing?
No.
How long has she been here for?
Day or two?
Probably like 6 or 7 hours, not super long.
Then she probably would have spent most of it in her room trying to fix that mess up.
I will say you did probably get the door clear at least.
She would have gotten teleported into the house because that's where she left from the Henshin HQ.
Would she have walked outside at all?
She would have probably walked to her room first, seen her room, looked outside, and just gone, fucking kill one of them. And I find
No, I will say in the meantime, Seth did get the front door open.
She's not gonna. She would have just worked on her room because
Yeah.
that's
More
a
important
mess.
question is, Onyx did get the door open, but well, the door was then like she put it also back in place.
The door has been repaired. It is back on there. It's not the best work, but it does look like somebody took the time to replace the door.
I imagine like the like there's some trees and vines and like growing on like around the door. It's like Onyx really likes this actually with all the animals. It's really nice. Only like a what they call it, a magnetodon like would like complete the picture now. Would be perfect, but
Passion, you definitely probably hear them pull up and head in because they're not the quietest bunch.
nope.
Okay.
Yeah, Onyx walks up and to store her sword in her room because she doesn't know where to
Oh,
go.
if they're in the house, then yeah, she's waiting at the thing, and the moment who goes in first?
I'm gonna say Onyx.
Onyx is fastest.
Yeah, you take 2 Eldritch Blasts as she attacks.
Shit, you have no idea who they are.
Yes. She casts Eldritch Blast the moment you walk in. What's your AC, Hera?
18.
So she hits you once with it. Also, this is even funnier because none of them look like how they should.
I didn't go with, so
Oh, did you
Alright.
Oh,
not?
no, I was going to that.
Okay.
Everybody else was
So,
like, I want to go
Harry-
here, I want to go there, and I was like, okay, then I'll go
You
here.
take 11 points of force damage.
You guys all hear a blast of magic and Onyx stumble as she steps into the doorway and then stumbles back a foot out of it.
If you guys look in
What the fuck?
if you guys look in the art
Saul.
section, nope. She doesn't look like Saul Hera right now. And look in the art
She doesn't
section.
look like-
She's disguised too.
Just so you know, that was not one of my threats.
Onyx rages
Oh my god.
and charges at her.
And hold on.
Do one of
Hera,
you say Martha, and then you just stop fighting?
Actually, the moment you yell out, "What the fuck? What the shit, Onyx?" Because she'd hear your voice and immediately,
You still catch one attack.
What's it to hit for it, Hera?
It's oh god. Total is 25.
Oh, that does hit then, yeah.
I take it. 14 doesn't hit.
14 does not hit. No.
Yeah. Okay. Then you hit once.
So in the meantime, for the people who don't have Discord open, what does Passion's Disguise look like?
Callie just saw the picture and just open mouth. Well, she looks like tiefling. Dark skin, like black, purpley skin. She is wearing a purple leather jacket, almost a pink top. Actually, you can see what her face looks like in the overlay.
Oh yeah.
Cause Scotty,
You take 9 bludgeoning damage. As Onyx decks you straight in the face.
we're just murder each other. What the shit, Onyx? Why do you look even smaller than normal?
Why did you Eldritch Blast me? Oh wait, yeah, look different. Why do you look different? It's all you like. I mean, I like it, but
She's like, did you not watch the broadcast?
At this point, the rest of you can approach if you want.
We all watched the broadcast. I'm pretty sure
did.
Onyx has a video.
But yes, I was catching them on video for the whole thing.
Do you think I'd show up as myself in Del Diablo in a different house than I told them? Do you think I'd show up as myself in Del Diablo in general? We already have how much was her? Does she know what her bounty is right now?
I will say she probably asked. You guys know that it's still 4K.
It's still 4K?
Yeah.
We have a massive bounty on us.
I like the look though. Is it like something? Is it like an illusion? Is it?
I mean,
Is it real?
So the best part is, she has the tiefling horns and tail. So if you touched her, it looks exactly. It feels like you're touching her, because she made it fit her perfectly, so that if she can actually touch stuff with it.
I think the only illusion is the skin color, isn't it? Basically.
More or less, it's the skin color and kind of like the butterfly tattoo, which I'm gonna have to get canonly done.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is adorable and I love it, and like the freckles, kind of, and the new outfit actually. So I think she would have gotten that out, like that's her actual Henshin outfit now.
Yeah.
Slight change,
Nice.
because I love how Aya drew it.
I love the skin. And she like gently touches you. Also, sorry for punching you in the face.
Ow!
You did Eldritch Blast me though, so
You walked into the house unannounced as a Saren, right? You said
Saren. Yeah.
as a Saren. What? do you
A weirdly tiny, like teenage-looking
like a
Saren.
midget Saren?
excuse me, I'm a teenage Saren. It's like I didn't have my growth spurt yet.
Did you have it in your normal form?
Yes, you should have seen me in my teenage years, when I was.
You're
a
like
kid.
the size of like this. She kind of like holds up like this big. Also, wait, hold on, no. The fuck did you do to my room?
She points to Gurk.
No,
Not
it's
here.
the hole.
He's not here.
Oh, Gurk is that was Gurk. Oh, the hole.
Now that you think about it, Passion, you sort of do a head count, and you're pretty sure somebody's missing, but it's kind of hard to tell who, considering none of them look like themselves.
Yeah, the hole that was an accident, a little bit.
Sure. Considering, hold on, I just want to point out, Passion actually does know what happened because she had her familiar in her room. She knows.
Oh
what,
fuck! I forgot that.
she's like, sure, Onyx, sure.
It
That's how the
was an
flip goes through the
accident.
wall.
It was an accident. I didn't. You know, things go out of hand. A lot of strength there. But I have something to fix it, and she holds up the sword. It is currently been.
I think
It
that's
is
gonna
a
make it
freakishly
worse.
oversized, like comically big hilt of a sword.
Oh yeah, I should show how it's a solution. And she like twists the handle. Probably someone has shown her, and it's like flips open, and it probably pokes into the roof.
She just
Just put it over the hole.
You do put like a nice big scratch in the ceiling above, but it doesn't actually go through the floor or anything. But yeah, that is a several foot long sword.
I leave for one day and you fucking ruin the house.
Scotty.
Onyx is, well, and she twists it again. I'm gonna fix this now. And she goes upstairs and just like arranges the sword over the hole. And you can hear, like, after a moment, you can hear like, hammering nails into the wall with her bare fists.
Hera, no, and also probably like she sees through the wall. Passion is rigged more or less a drying thing in the line and has plants drying in her room. Has the leaves and she's drying the leaves out. When life gives you a shit ton of weed leaves, you do not waste that.
And Onyx is like, no, fixed it. Also, it's a nice souvenir.
So she'll look to the others. Which ones are you? Because I have no clue who any of you are right now.
Which one are you?
She flips you off.
Onyx?
Wait, no, I'm Onyx. That's Soul. Come on.
She kind of like, Passion, please.
Oh, sorry. You went. Okay. You want to go for like Passion all the time, or only when you're like, okay.
She's always been gay, Scotty. What are you talking about? She's dating Sammy, remember?
I'm Cyberus.
All right. Is that all that's there? Is Tomo there?
I think everybody but Gurk went to the house.
Mona just walks by, looks just like Demona, no disguises or anything.
It's Demona with a hat.
No hat. She just walks by, not a word.
Demona did not accept the seeming spell.
I imagine Demona walks by with one of these disguise glasses that have like the nose and
the Groucho marks.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no, Cat. Remember us making that joke? Literally, that is Passion. It was Passion's design, disguise, and we did the photo edit thing on her as part of the evil group. That was amazing. She just kind of like, all right, so that's either Demona or Tomo being an asshole. So Tomo, yeah. That's probably Demona. She points to the last one. Tomo?
Yeah.
I need to talk to you in a bit.
Oh, great. I was gonna say, by the way, she looks like she's gone from an eternal rush. She looks like an Aqua right now.
Does she look like Dio?
Yes.
That makes this even more awkward.
It sure does.
Are you Dio in formal wear?
Maybe.
Okay.
Passion looks at you, and you can see a look of recognition for a moment. As she kind of like, okay, maybe we should talk now then.
What? Okay.
Come up with me. She kind of
Okay.
So she's gonna bring Demona, or not Demona. Wow, Tomo up to her room. Where did Demona go, by the way?
To the
Just walk
garage
by.
to
Don't
get
worry about it.
to get a mask. Or disguise, rather.
Disguise.
So do we have a plan, or
She'll
We're going-
Passion is like,
Demon
I got
City?
I got a somewhat of a plan. I just have to deal with this first, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
So she'll kind of wait, close the door behind her. I have a letter for you.
What? for what? How? Also, why?
Also, where?
Also, where? Yeah. Weren't you in Neo Red Amy?
Yep. Actually, it's related to your disguise right now.
You can see like a moment where she's like, "What? Oh no."
Yeah, that was. I'm gonna be honest. That was a little weird to see you walk in like that.
Look, I know like 3 people, so.
At least you didn't turn into one of us. She's like, here, and she hands you a letter.
Okay. I guess I'll open it.
It is in your DMs.
Time for me to die.
Yes, it is time for you to die. I'll let Alt read first.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's titled Untitled in
Yeah, I read
in
it.
Spanish.
Yes.
I
I
know.
was really confused when I first read it. I'm like, what the fuck is he trying? Oh, okay. Meanwhile, Gurk gets teleported to Excess, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
And Excess. Cool. I closed that document, didn't I? No, it's there. She teleports you directly like on the front walkway or so. And there's you realize it is nighttime in Del Diablo. It was dawn when you guys left, but it's probably late evening now here in Del Diablo.
Oh, that makes it so hard to see.
Oh no, what a tragedy. Sorry.
You're fine. That's exact mood.
Well, no,
that Gurk
if you've
is.
ever seen Avatar: The
fact-
Last Airbender, there's a blind character that makes that exact remark. It's like, we can't see anything. Oh God, what a problem that is.
Thanks, Toph.
Yes, thank you.
And she's like, you should be fine considering you're already disguised. They usually require masks or something here. They're really big on privacy. They are probably going to take your phone and put like they usually put a little sticker over it so that you can't take pictures of anybody inside. But it should be pretty obvious if you're looking for walking Nirvana. He kind of stands out. Fair warning, he usually asks for some form of entertainment, either a really good story, some really fun dancing and entertainment, or a joyride in your body. So good luck.
I don't do requests.
And
You're
you-
not there.
Oh, okay.
and thank you for everything you've done. I know my group's quite a hassle.
You're an interesting bunch, but my part was easy. I don't have to deal with the gentleman's issues. I just walk in, cast 2 spells, and I get to leave and get paid a lot.
Amen to that. And so I walk into the club.
Ciao.
Do the Commander Shepherd, where I just like say that and then just walk off. How he ends every conversation.
Burly fellows. It's kind of hard to tell exactly the race considering you're currently blind.
I'll assume they're Sirens.
Kind of hard to tell. Do stop you and say, sir, we're gonna have to put a he went to like put his hand on your shoulder and then it was like a foot lower than he thought. Gonna have to put a sticker on your
There you
phone
go.
there. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't see half of this shit. Description of this club is lost
Okay,
on
you gotta ask me, what does Gruk's phone look like? Because I think he didn't get it until after he was blind, so he's probably literally never seen the screen or anything on it. Is it just like a flip? Everybody
No,
else
I
has
think
like a touch.
you had a phone before
Everyone
that
else
because
has
they
a
called you
smartphone.
before.
Does everyone else have a smartphone? I have like a flip phone with the antenna you have to pull
No,
out.
you had a phone before you went blind because you
You
used
got
it.
one of them jitterbug
Because there
things.
was that joke of how the fuck does he use a phone? How the hell does he text if he doesn't know how to read?
Right.
So whatever Gruk's crappy, shitty starter phone would look like.
Looks like a pay cell phone from the early 2000s.
Yeah, like the shitty Nokia ones that can take a bullet and keep on ticking.
Wait, no, that's
Um.
somebody's spiritual weapon. But anyway.
um. Yeah. So it's hard to tell exactly what is going on, other than the sound of more loud clubs and chaos, but you do sense that there is a lot more sound and movement coming from one specific direction of the club. And we will pick up there in a second. Has Tomo had a chance to read that letter quick before
Yes,
Alt
I
has to go?
have.
I said to Alt that we'll have to message each other, like, because Passion definitely would have a talk with her afterwards.
Yeah.
Especially considering that disguise.
Yeah.
Nothing weird about that at all.
Nothing weird.
Nope.
Nothing weird.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's perfectly normal.
Alt needs to go, Scotty. That's why.
Oh,
So was there anything else that you wanted to share, Alt, before
I'm not
You have to
in the
bounce?
best. Yeah, I'm not in the best action thing right now because I wasn't
fine.
prepared for it tonight. I wasn't sure, but she's just kind of like, I need to go make a call. And she just kind of like walks off in a daze.
All right, we can talk after then, Tomo.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and Tomo sort of walks off into her room. Were the rest of you guys going to convene at XS, or?
That was Demona's plan.
Yeah, and then Passion will come back down after that. Sorry, I was out of it. There. She's like, all right, guys. So did you find anything out while I was gone?
yeah.
No, we were also gone.
Grabbing a snack. And she, Passion, I want to talk to you at some point. Things happened, and I need your advice.
All right. Yep. I might have a lead for us too, from when I was visiting. Oh yeah. By the way, I have to set up a thing with our group because I met Sammy and she has a group that's also looking for the anarchist.
Ooh, Sammy, your friend you told me about.
Yeah, the moth lady.
So, how was your date?
It wasn't a date. Maybe it was.
You got a new tattoo about it.
It's a butterfly, not a moth.
That's nice.
Yeah. But anyways, I got poisoned. Actually, both of us did.
Real quick,
That's,
if you want to pause that, so Alt can say goodbye.
Oh yes. I have to leave
Bye.
early.
Oh.
Goodbye.
I'll miss you.
Sorry, man.
I'll torment you afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, you guys. I guess I'll do my plugs now. You guys should go and be patrons for Elyse and Scotty. And I'm sure
See
they
that
can give you
sexy
the links to
Dio
that.
art?
Yeah, go see some sexy Dio art and cool ass classes and stuff. And you should follow Colloquy on Twitter @Colloquy. Okay.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Ciao. Have fun shopping.
Oh yeah.
See ya.
How do I leave this? I've never left it early.
Down there's a end meeting.
Oh,
Leave
there it
meeting
is.
Or it's leave meeting for you.
Okay.
You see,
Goodbye.
and the other opposite alternative is Scotty kicks you from the call.
I mean, I could do that, but
I've done that before because Hera
Get
can't
the
remember.
fuck out.
Because Hera doesn't know how to leave calls apparently, and it takes her 20 minutes, and it's really funny.
I'm really bad at it.
Oh.
Yes.
See you guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
all right, fixing Windows, folks. Be back momentarily. Well, we're still playing. I'm just saying Windows will
Yeah.
be back momentarily.
Yeah, the Windows will fix soon.
Yeah.
Sorry that I interrupted.
No. It makes sense to get rid of Alt.
Do you know
Oh,
who posted you?
wording, but okay.
I know.
Do you know
Yes.
who posted you? Do you need to punch someone?
No, we don't know. I'm assuming. Well, it's either one of two people are pissed at one of us. It's either someone related to the anarchist or someone related to the shadow henshin, or both.
To be fair, that could be a very long list.
Exactly. But, they're planning to go to the digital world because apparently they got some information about, right? If I remember, it was like them being like the anarchist signal coming from there.
They were when the vaccine crew learned about it, they found out that not only did everybody get that video of the anarchist, it also went to the professor's computers, which are off the grid and should not have been accessible. So because of that, they're like, how in the fuck was this person able to stream this to closed networks? This shouldn't be a thing that you can have. And the professor had come up with the idea that pretty much the only way that you could do that is if you were to do it from within the system, from within the virtual world.
But yeah,
which is effectively the internet.
She'd share that, and like, don't worry, I'm gonna, after a talk with Tomo, we're gonna be in a group chat for that. It'll make things a lot easier for sharing with another group. Because she wants to make sure that Tomo is okay with the fact that they're going to be in a group chat with. Well, she's not unpacking what's going on with Tomo right now, considering he's dressed as Tomo is currently disguised as her
for 8 hours and can't get rid of it.
And also read the note because she's a nosy fucker.
Also, looks like Dio for 8 hours. Doesn't have the magic to make that go away.
I could dispel that, but nobody asked.
Oh my god.
I could dispel that, but Demona doesn't give a shit.
Does Demona have that prepared?
I thought that she had it on there. Oh, no. Sorry, I'm thinking...
yeah, and your spellbook isn't quite the same.
Yeah, my bad. I've got too many mages.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, like, well, we can go to the... I don't really know how to get to the grid, but it sounds like that might be one of our well, at least for what I have right now, my best thing for us to do.
Do you think the anarchist is in the grid?
I don't know. I just know that he managed to get to computers that were off the grid. So the only way you can do that is by accessing the grid from it directly from the grid.
Demona, you would remember that you actually just talked about this with somebody the other day. That the grid is sort of the other planes of existence. The virtual world or the internet, where this vaccine crew went, is one aspect of it. So there's the grid, which is pretty much everything that isn't Radix, that isn't home, and that isn't weird corrupted bullshit that is extremely dangerous, and you pretty much have to go through the portal above Del Diablo to get to, and probably kills you. Who knows? Most people don't come back. Only 9 have. That you can go to the virtual world a couple of different ways. The most common way that actually probably a couple of you have probably tried is with VR sets. It's literally like you're in a video game. You can't actually influence anything and nothing can hurt you, but you can experience it all the same. There is the term jacking in, which is basically like you're in the Matrix and you go in that way.
And then when you leave, what do you do, Kat?
Don't go there.
It was so hard for me to not make that joke last week.
No, because Kev, when we had our last Star Wars game, Kev told us about that, and we were dying. Like, he was trying to get you guys to say that.
Demona, you also know that the last one that you remember more so was using a gate, which is if you were to try to go to a place within the grid, a specific domain within the grid, say the Abyss or some such, you would need an actual portal, and you go through, and there is the risk of either you need to find a portal, which is not the easiest thing to do, and you have to be in the virtual world to do it, or you have to use the spell plane shift.
And she would, at that point, give that information to the party.
So basically, you go there in physical form, which is kind of dangerous, and it's basically plane shift. You jack in like in the Matrix, or it's basically VR, and you can't really affect the world, but it can't hurt you.
So we have two options, pretty much, of jacking in or going there ourselves. And she looks to Demona. I'm assuming you don't have... Do you have a way to get us there? If not, then we might just need to find a way to jack in.
I think I've been to the grid before. I don't know. I met someone there, and then I got these powers.
Out of character, wasn't that information given to Demona at the research tower?
Yes. I cannot remember his name.
No, but I can remember exactly how he looked.
Yeah, the diviner fellow that you spoke to.
Right.
That helped you find the name of the demon that Korgath
Destroyed.
works for.
Yeah. Did he offer additional assistance? Because that may be a way for us to get there, but I can't remember.
He did leave his contact information with you. He did tell you that he does not have the means to traverse the plains, but he does know somebody that might be able to help with it.
Okay. In that case, Demona would ask for a few moments and walk off screen and make a call or a text real quick.
Okay.
To ask for that. Sorry, my headache is killing me.
That's fine. He says that you would have to come back to Heaven's Towers because the fellow that he knows is here in the city. Here for him. But that they could do that. He would probably ask for a fee, though, because he's let's see, how does he describe him? Something of a corporate shill. He's like, he usually asks for some form of payment, but he can do it. It does require some time to set up, though, because it's not the traditional spell. It's a ritual that he does. But he says he could set that up, but it would require probably maybe about 500 gold in a day or so to prepare it.
So, as quick as she could, Demona would tell the rest of the group that, say, if we all chipped in, maybe 75 gold pop? If that.
Do we need to go in there physically, and could we not just jack in and be much more effective? What's the benefit?
That when you say 75, like that's like all my money.
That's right, you didn't get payment.
Nope.
And she spent most of hers in New Radame. Yes, you guys got all paid 250 from the gentleman. Demona, you when you were trying to research this and figure out, okay, what are my options for this individual that I'm trying to figure out, you do know that jacking in is safer because it means that you usually cannot die. It also means that you can take less of a beating before you get yanked back to the real world. And when you go back, it's not always an immediate thing.
But wasn't there? I'm really sorry.
Okay, so mechanically, what it is when you jack in, when you take half of your max hit points, there is basically a safety precaution that pulls you back into your body so that you do not die.
Right, but wasn't there? And I apologize for having to ask this because again, my headache. Wasn't there a specific reason that Demona was going to choose to go in there physically? Wasn't there something that was said that made that more of an incentive instead of just jacking in?
So going into the virtual world is not the same as where you wanted to go. Jacking into the virtual, you can only jack into the virtual world. If you wanted to go to the abyss, you need to go in physical form. There's not really another option.
Okay,
so if you wanted to go to the greater grid, that's fine. If you're just going to the virtual world, you have your 3 options.
Okay, so in this case, probably just jacking in through the virtual world.
You would just need to find somebody that has the machinery to do it.
Okay.
I'm assuming Passion got the professor's number.
I'll say yeah.
She'll shoot him a text, actually. Say, hey, you know a place where we can manage to get to the grid from Del Diablo?
Onyx is currently trying her Google food to try to find such a place.
Wasn't it Moogle?
Moogle.
I can't remember.
Give me a
I'm sorry.
second. I'm trying to do math at this point because I think Vaccine Crew is in there right now. So he might be a little distracted. So you expected a very quick response from him because the handful of times that you know that the Sammy and them communicated with him, he instantly responded. It's like maybe 15 minutes before your phone buzzes. And he says, not right off, but I can search, but maybe later. They're still there right now.
She kind of said, "All right, thank you. Make sure Sammy's safe."
He just responds always. But that's another probably like 10 minutes later.
Yeah. Yep, and she'll kind of say, just whenever you got time, send me it. Thank you. Well, I got one of my I got Sammy's boss to be looking. They're actually currently in the digital world. So he'll send us some information afterwards.
Can I find information about such a place on Moogle or whatever we called it?
To find what about it?
Like a place that offers check-in and check-off services.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
It's a 13.
Okay. Let me see what I can find.
It's probably a cyber cafe.
I would actually want to go to one of those arcades from Batman Beyond. They have this like anti-gravity sphere, and your headset is
Onyx
placed
finds a
on you.
place that is called check-in and check-off.
You get a couple porn ads.
Oh yeah, no, like virtual world porn is a massive industry. Like, definitely.
I imagine Onyx takes a while to find a place because she's getting distracted.
Kevin, why is this a thing?
What is this even?
I'm sorry. I'm looking through my notes and I have like entertainment, dining, commerce, education, and literally the only fucking place listed under education is the Department of Inter-College Kayaking.
The department.
Anyway, you do find there are two places that you think might have something. You're pretty sure that they have one at the Department of Administration of Monotonous Networking, which is one of the municipal buildings in the city. They deal with transportation and like connectivity. They're basically like combo between the Motor Vehicles Bureau and like Comcast or Verizon. Unclear how that would go, considering though that you guys are, maybe wanted by the government. The other place that you do see people talking about it is a place called the Haunted Repository. Apparently, it is a strange tower, like an ancient wizard's tower in the city. That it said pretty much anything that you look for you can find there, and at least one person swears that they found a handful of those jack-in chairs there, but that they were very, very old, but that they seem to be still functioning.
That sounds fun. Let's go there.
Yeah, let's go to that cool place.
Nothing will go wrong.
What
Because
could
nothing goes
possibly go wrong?
wrong. Nothing ever goes wrong for us.
Nothing ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Do we need an admin person to like press the buttons on the outside while we're inside?
Yeah, we might need to find some. Where's Seth, by the way. Did you guys scare him off again?
No, he's in a safe place.
Did you kill Seth?
No, I said he's in a
That
safe place.
sounded so ominous, like unintentionally.
She's like, we might need Seth for something useful.
Rude. Last you guys heard, he was at the Gentleman's Club.
Actually, Passion will text him because I'm assuming he has a phone, and I'm assuming Passion.
Oh, he definitely does. Yeah.
Just send him the next thing. Hey, we're looking to go to the virtual world. We're looking for a chair. We're going to find some chairs. You want to help?
The fuck you want to go to the Gurk virtual world for?
She just writes, kill anarchist.
You get that emoji. Just
unamused.
It's like, I guess I'll come home. So, were you guys going to go meet Bark or go meet Gurk at the club or no?
I mean, Passion has no clue about the club.
I'm not sure why he's in either.
Gurk isn't expecting anybody to join him.
Okay.
I mean, did Gurk even tell them that he was going there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were in the room when he asked where the walking Nirvana
Passion
was,
will.
and they, he had mentioned he wanted to talk to them.
Passion will, however, say, all right, so Gurk was in charge. Why did Gurk make this place a giant mess, by the way?
I have no idea, but I kind of like this.
It's
So-
planned.
No, there's too much. No, we need to we need to get rid of some of this at least if we're going. At least on the front. You can have it in the back, but
Side note: Demona would actually go to meet up with Gurk so that nobody from our party is left alone at the moment.
because that was kind of a big thing. Was
I mean, Onyx is like, I mean, we can like groom it a little, like get the windows.
we're cutting the
clean,
front
everything.
off. We're cutting the entire everything in the front to make it look decent.
That's too much.
No, you guys have the back. We have the front,
It's a biotope. Do you know how many cute animals live there?
and they can live in the back.
It's defensive for all the bounty hunters.
No, it's not.
It was a pain in the ass to pick your way over the stairs to get up into the house.
It'll make the place look abandoned. Then maybe they won't come here anymore.
I'm pretty sure they'll come here anyways because we have $4,000 on our heads.
Each.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe we should move.
No, I like this place.
Well, for now.
you can stay at my house if you want. She says very sarcastically.
I like
Like,
this place. I wanna-
very sarcastically.
They can come. Gonna rip their fucking heads off. Put them on spikes if I have to.
That might get us in trouble with the city. Just gonna point that out, putting them on
Fuck
the
the
spikes.
city.
That's self-defense.
I don't think putting them on the spikes is considered self-defense. Head ripping part, all right, but so she'll look to on. I think we can talk after. Should we go? Where should we go? Where's Gurk to? Because
Hey, he had some personal business. I don't know.
Where is Demona at this point in the
I
house?
Probably just got back from the garage and was standing in the doorway waiting for something to happen. You know, unless that's
Okay.
when
You guys all hear a knock at the door then.
I'll get it. I'll go into it.
Okay. You open the door to a somewhat young, maybe like 16, 17-year-old girl, short black hair, wearing like leather armor and a backpack over one shoulder. I'm looking for Demona. And tell her I'm
Oh.
Bright's sister.
I'll see if she's in, and I'll close the door. And then go look for Demona.
Onyx turns to Cyberus. Who was that?
Somebody's looking for Demona.
Demona, you get a text. I know you're here. You're shit at hiding.
that's some fighting words. She'd go.
You
to the-
literally did nothing to hide.
No,
You were offered a 5th level spell, and you said, "No, I'm good."
That being said, walking through the streets this time around is one thing. staying off
You had
of
to
the.
walk to your car.
Well, remember
Still,
the
yeah.
whole warehouse incident.
Yeah.
Nobody caught her. So, but yeah, she'd go to the door, open it, invite her in, show her to the garage.
So I did a little bit more digging, and I'm pretty sure that I have an idea of where Bright. Sorry, I just got distracted because I heard the dog snoring. Where Bright got the supplies in Demon City. And it looks like it might have triggered a little bit of a gang war there. I don't know if it's because she and this anarchist douchebag framed one of the other gangs, or if it's always like, I don't know. I just know that there's this one particular warehouse that has seen a lot more activity recently. And that looks like the sort of place where the chemicals that she was looking for might have been found.
What is with me and getting into warehouses?
It's almost like you're doing some shady shit. Almost.
She's like, it wasn't just a warehouse. It was like a warehouse and a like a manufacturing plant where they made it and then they stored it. She's like, I'm willing to follow you guys there to try and figure out who the fuck killed my sister. But I don't know. Last I was here, yeah, some asshole threw me in the back of the van and told me to stop snooping around, and I maybe punched him a little bit before I found out that he apparently works for the gentleman, which I did not know that you guys do. So, I'm sorry, I guess.
Forgive the lapse of judgment. I should have told you that. Maybe best you would stay here instead, protected and off the grid while you search.
Here at your house that everyone can find.
Was an option. Wasn't
Just
the best
saying.
option. We don't have many options.
My house isn't on the grid. Like, the only reason they found Bright is because of her contact with you, which is part of the reason that I'm here in person, because apparently we can't trust anything that we put on the net these days. I don't know if it's the bounty hunters or the anarchist or who knows, but somebody's watching you guys in person and online. So
Wonderful. Okay. I guess at this point, if we're headed to the Demon Town, you can at least go with us. Possibly stay off the grid while you do your information, since we'd be there.
it's up to you guys. I don't really mind either way. I mean, I'm more than happy to try and help lead you guys to her or to them, or I can just, I guess, give you the directions. But
Wouldn't hurt
she
to
sort
have
of like leans out and looks to the rest of them. I did not remember your crew looking like that. I thought they looked a little different.
disguises.
Oh, that's smart. Why aren't you disguised?
I have a mask.
Where?
I love the idea of Demona putting a mask on, but it's only like right covering here.
Actually, no, hang on. It's actually it's the inverse of that. You ever seen the Witcher's mask where it just
Oh my
covers his
God.
eyes and cheekbones?
Oh
and
my
it's just the
God.
front- yeah.
Oh my
that's her
God.
mask.
She's wearing a domino fucking mask. Holy
Not
shit.
quite, but basically.
Oh my God.
So, but yeah.
Passion literally makes her look like herself look like a completely different species, and Demona's like, "Doop, they'll never recognize
Okay.
me."
One, Demona's got horns and pulses with lava in her veins. Two, she doesn't trust somebody else's magic to go on her at any point in time. And three, there's only so much that a mercenary can do to hide from people who want to kill them when they have most of the information on her.
I think this is the point out, Passion also has horns and is just disguising fine. One sec, hold on. Let me see what I have for my spells, because I might be able to do something. Damn, I don't have that right now. I actually was considering getting Silent Image, which could actually make Demona look like it for a temporary time. I can cast it. I could cast it at will.
It'd be kind of weird because moving it is awkward. I
Yes.
think you have to use your action to move it, so she'd have to take like one step every
Yeah.
round. If you're not moving, it's a great disguise.
Yes. She's kind of like, why didn't you get disguised with everyone else, Demona? Even if you don't care about.
There are
She's
particular reasons
paranoid.
why.
She
More-
kind of shakes her head and sighs, like, whatever. We'll need to find you something to hide yourself better than the mask, though, because.
Also, hey, bright sister.
Yeah.
So, you have a place to stay, right? We still have rooms here. Just in case.
Did she not just argue against staying at that very
They
place?
probably didn't hear that. She kind of
Yes.
like leaned out the door to look at them.
Well, this is technically an apartment building. We could go upstairs.
I mean, hey, it could be worse. You could be staying at my place, so.
You're not wrong.
So are we like going to the wizard tower thing and try to check in?
Do we
And
need to
then-
pick up Gurk and Seth?
We should probably do that.
She's like, you guys are going to the virtual world?
Maybe.
The idea.
Um,
And she turns to.
what are you hoping to find there?
She turns to Bashan and is like, I mean, the other group is investigating that, so maybe we should investigate here. Follow that lead to Demon City. Also, gang wars are always fun.
That's a good point. What can we do that the other group isn't doing?
Demon City? They can't go to Demon City, I think.
That's true. It sounds.
They would get pretty fucked up pretty quickly.
I guess we'll need to find masks, too. For there.
She's like, for what it's worth, you don't need masks to go into Demon City. It's just that most of the people that are there that work for Lady Demoness, they wear masks. So
Actually, more-
theirs are usually sort of like demon or Oni themed, because that's sort of her shtick. But here, and she actually pulls up a picture. And it looks to be like a magazine cover of a just like ghost pale woman with long white hair and like a crown of bright purple horns and like very exaggerated Oni features. And behind her on a wall is a very large mask that looks to be in the form of an Oni.
Pascal kind of look at it and go, oh, like this, and kind of casts disguise self and re-ups it so she has the mask on.
She says that is probably not the best disguise considering she's the big boss of the area.
I figured,
So-
but it looks cool.
But her crew usually carries around masks like that, but they usually favor like reds and dark blues.
She gets one to match her skin color.
Nice.
It's like blackish, blacky purpley.
Onyx reaction to seeing that image, basically, she's hot. I mean, what?
What?
I mean, you're not wrong, but she is also pretty powerful. I don't think we're gonna have to deal with her at all. I think pretty much the only people like it's unclear sometimes what because all of her thugs, all of the police in that area wear the masks. Sometimes a lot of the gangs will wear them too, so it's not always clear which ones are which unless you're a native, which clearly.
Oh, we just
we're
punch
not.
everyone.
That works for me too. Did you guys need to pick somebody up first though?
Yeah, Gurk.
Yeah, Gurk.
Passion will call Gurk on his phone. This will be easier.
So at this point, how has Gurk been trying to make his way over to Walking Nirvana, if at all?
He can't see.
No. Okay, so your blind sense does tell you where the biggest group of people are. You do start, because you are a corruption druid, you can sense as you get closer to where that big group of people is, you know you're getting close to a very, very strong source. And you would know that the Walking Nirvana is known as the embodiment of the corruption of the self. He is all about taking corruption and using it to make yourself better, to make yourself something completely other than what you were, to completely remake yourself. You know that he has the ability to do pretty much anything that he wants with corruption. Like the level of power that you have over it and that Cyberus has over it is like moving pebbles compared to what he can do. Which is probably part of the reason that you think he can help you.
So, I guess I keep going towards that source. I sense.
As you approach closer, you can feel people dancing around you, but no one seems to really get in your way. The music is just pounding in your ears, and that's pretty much all you hear until there is a moment in a very, very soft voice. Gurk, why have you come here? You have never met this person before, and it sounds like it's in your head. You can only imagine you're talking to the Walking Nirvana. The images that you've seen of him is that he is a swirling cloud of just raw data, corrupted data of numbers and glyphs and code bits. That is just a roiling mass of chaos. Occasionally he can inhabit a person's body. He likes to actually possess people and sort of ride them around a bit. But you're guessing, considering the amount of corruption that you're feeling in the air right now, that is not what he's doing, that he's just himself.
You are the epitome of what I want to be. And I have certain limitations in my current form, and I was wishing to take a new one. And I know that you don't do that without a price. Now, there aren't many options, many things I could give you. What I can do is child's play compared to what you can. But I'll let you use me so you can experience what I have to go through every day. The hunger I feel. The feeling of ash in my mouth every time I eat and drink. I'm sure that a Trog of my condition is something quite rare and you've probably never experienced before.
He says that is true. I have had many a delicious meal. I'm not sure that I've ever tasted ash before. And you are true that I have command over the code in a way that you would probably not understand, but I could maybe help you take a new form. What is it that's most interesting about your day that I would like to join you for?
Well, currently searching for the anarchist. Me and my gang, you'd probably find that interesting.
Really?
But if it's not that, then just the sheer fact of needing to eat.
That is true. I've not felt true hunger in millennia long before I went through the portal. Very well, young Gurk. Prepare yourself. Might sting a little. And you feel that that sort of like tingling sense of corruption that you've sort of gotten used to over the past few months in Del Diablo sort of overwhelm you to the point where it feels almost like all kinds of little tiny bugs biting you all over your skin for just a second, and you sort of tense up, and then it's gone, and that feeling of corruption all around you fades, and you hear a quiet voice, even quieter in your mind. Where to then, Gurk?
This isn't what I was expecting. I'm surprised you gave me free will.
Yeah, for now. If I need it, I can take it later. Right now, I'm a passenger. I'm here to see what it is you do. I can't do that if I'm the one driving.
Well, fair enough. Do you know where the nearest tree is?
I can lead you to it. And it's actually this weird sensation. You actually feel like something's grabbing your hand and pulling you towards it.
Since this being is experiencing things through me, I'm blind.
You actually can see.
Interesting. Okay.
It's this strange thing where you're not, like, you can tell that you're not, your eyes are still not there. You don't have you don't have eyes in your eye sockets anymore, but you have a very precise and clear mental image of exactly where you're going. And seeing this clip for the first time, it's not quite what you expected. It's relatively similar to the one back in Heaven's Tower, the second one that you went to, but it's much more industrial, heavy industrial sort of theme to it, and there are hundreds of people packed in here. It's hard to actually keep track of who everybody is, especially because it's not like you're not actually focusing and looking around. You're seeing his perceptions of it. But he sort of leads you out of the front doors and across the street to you actually as you cross the street, you realize that light is green, but we're not stopping, and he just sort of raises a hand and the light glitches purple and then back down to red, and leads you across the street to where a small collection of trees are that are sort of they're all different colors. There's like a pink and like a lime green, and it looks like they're bearing strange sorts of fruit that you've never seen before.
Oh, curious.
He says, there you go.
I cast transport via plants and walk right through one of the trees, and I end up on the roof of our apartment.
Okay. You sort of see what the apartment looks like for the first time, and he says, I will say, this is not what I expected. Nice place you have here, friend.
Has Passion done anything with the rooftop at all?
She's not. She's
that's
just...
the source of it.
No. She probably hasn't even seen the roof.
She can't... Wait, there's a roof?
She teleported into her room.
Wait. There's a roof on this place?
There's a tree with its roots going through the building.
About how tall is the building?
Passion is given up at this
it's a
point.
couple floors. I'd say probably about 3 stories.
Okay, because if he's within
Probably
60
about 30
feet, my corruption sense would be going crazy right now.
Yeah, I'd be going nuts.
Actually, I will say, so technically you have to activate it. You instantly feel like you did not. Normally you have to activate that. You have to be sensing it.
Is it like spider sense?
Cyberus,
Like his fur just...
Similar to what Gurk felt. You feel what, like... You remember years ago when you were a pup one time, you did get fleas. It feels like that, but 1,000 times fold. It is the worst feeling you've ever felt. It's like little tiny fingers crawling up your spine, and you're like, there is something heavily corrupted right here.
All right, I'm gonna start screaming and run out the house.
That's actually him laughing. You hear the walking Nirvana laughing in your brain.
I look over at Cerberus, running out the building screaming. Oh, well, maybe you'll get to see some action, I guess.
He says, I think your friend might have been a little spooked. I can rein it in if so desired. I didn't expect you to be friends with a De-Fragger, Gurk.
Friends with a few interesting people.
Very well.
And my body is yours through command, so you can suppress it if you want. I don't mind.
I have a question.
That is my payment, after all.
I have a question. Does Gurk speak?
Yeah, do we get like the demon thing? The demon reverb?
Oh, like your voice sounds like your own. It's up to you whether you're talking to him out loud or in your brain.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
If I
It's whatever would make most sense for Gurk.
I probably would just speak internally then.
Okay. He says you can call him back if you like. I've reined it in a little bit.
I walk downstairs.
Okay.
If the feeling stops, I'll stop and turn around and just start looking around.
Once you're out of the 60 foot or so, you feel it fade. And it's actually weird because you were trying to get to that limit because you know what the distance is, and before you hit where that limit should be, it instantly cuts off, and it's very strange. It's almost jarring.
You've gone the distance. Sorry.
It's like a cold shower after that feeling, and then instantly gone.
Hey, you're sober.
So you guys see Gurk walk down into the rest of the house.
No, Passion sees a gnome Henshin.
A little gnome Henshin.
Passion pauses for a moment, looks to see that no one else is reacting. All right, Gurk then.
Very telling that nobody reacted poorly when.
It's been a while, but you haven't always looked like that, right?
What are you talking about? I've always looked like that.
Did anybody react when Cyberus yelled and took off out of the house?
Passion just kind of looked. Is the mailman here?
God, we are always sunny Philadelphia. It's just crazy ass people, and it's like, oh, they're just doing something crazy. It's whatever.
I mean, my response is literally, oh wait, the mailman's here, I guess.
Onyx just has better things.
Also, cat for a joke. Yes, that is definitely racist. Passion has definitely sent a picture to Sammy of her in her new form.
Nice.
And I think I showed you the comic kind of like a little thing, the little doodle thing I made. If I didn't, I'll send it to you because it's really adorable. I thought I sent it to you in our group chat.
And then
Maybe.
Onyx would catch up with Passion.
Oh yeah. Also, she would at this point also post to the group that that one, the
yeah.
that one, just for that.
Aww.
It's so adorable. But yes, and then she's also put out a more or less a meep saying if anyone putting out I'll do some interviews with some people, but I'm gonna be picky.
So you know how to put a beacon out on yourself. Passion.
Yeah.
As you go by now.
Yes, Passion. So what are you asking me to do? Sorry.
Oh no, nothing. I'm just impressed at how suicidal you are.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a Henshin if I wasn't at least a little bit.
I'm gonna creep back into the house cautiously.
You don't sense it at all.
Cerberus, everything all right? I saw you screaming.
Did you just come here?
Yeah.
Your spell did weird things to my brain.
You actually hear him laughing in your brain, Gurk.
Gurk looks around at the random vines and stuff and says, "Oh, the local plants must have been affected by it. Interesting."
Yeah, what did you do to the house? Why did you make it look like it's out of something from an abandoned... Why did you make it look even more abandoned?
Passion doesn't like it. She wants to cut it down.
Only part of it.
I like it.
We look like we live in an abandoned drug house, and I know we are literally living in an abandoned drug house, but at least we can make it look like we're not trying to make it do that.
Well, now we look like we're living in a Druid's grove.
It's not really abandoned anymore if you're in here, is it?
Yeah, we live here, and you're the one with the drugs.
It's looking less like an abandoned drug house.
It's not that bad.
Because it's with all the plants. I mean, would you expect when you see a house like that to be like a drug den? No, because of course not. It's like full of
This is the
plants,
first
right?
place I would check if I was trying to make a drug bust.
So you made a pretty big move there. What are you planning on doing next?
Well, first is to see.
Having everyone attack us. Too late for that. We already got bounty hunters up the ass.
Actually, the main reason is to see if he actually
knows
has the
that.
reach to attack us again now that we're at full alert. The second, I mean, I had to make sure that that Del Diablo wasn't going to get destroyed by.
Also, did I miss a fight as I point to both Onyx and Passion?
Passion looks completely fine.
As
She
in-
she just
Oh yeah,
she
both
covered
of you
it.
look fine. That's seeming. Never mind.
She just selfed over it.
That
And it's only like
the
80.
illusion wouldn't really show any damage.
Would
Maybe I should-
I see through it right now?
I'll say if you focus and you ask him for it, you can.
Okay, I
Also, I'd
I
assume it's
wouldn't
been-
have. So yeah.
It's been also long enough since.
Well, Gurk was there when Onyx got the illusion, so he would see through it, right? 'Cause
Oh
he
yeah, no, yeah, you know exactly who.
Well, I know it's an illusion.
Yeah.
It's like transparent or something. I don't know.
You can attempt to disbelieve. I think.
Investigation check.
I'm not. I wouldn't go that far. So I never said that. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, do you know whatever the anarchist is?
Not right now, but
Do you know who they are? Because that sounded almost personal.
they're the anarchists. She said just this. She's like, first I was trying to make sure that, the entire world didn't try destroying Red Amy.
Onyx raises a hand and is like, I have a suggestion.
Also, just note, she is wearing glasses, and too, like the picture, because I love them.
And she's holding up like a painting, or like not a painting, like a stencil of that she made to spray on somewhere, and it's a caricature of the anarchist, and below it says anal cyst. Can you from now on refer to her with his real name?
No, we're gonna call them anarchists. Call them anarchists because that's weird to call them, and also very hard to say.
I
don't know.
assume Onyx held up something that was rude to the
Yes.
anarchist.
It's Onyx. It's
It was
always
word.
But yes, she's like, I had to stop the rest of the world from marching on Del Diablo to destroy it, and well, at least some of the heat's off you guys now and on to me.
But you're with us.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys didn't call him out directly, so
Yeah.
Also,
well, yes.
You,
Also,
you
I look-
probably already know this, but we apparently the whole city's already after us anyway. We got a bunch of bounty
Yeah,
hunters on
4,000 bounty. I was with them when
Yeah.
I was with them when we got attacked.
Okay, good.
The other night.
Good. I have a plan for that.
Yeah.
I know of a spell that'll feign our deaths, and we turn each
She's
other
like,
in with
I'm gonna stop you
disguises.
right there. I've already feigned my death once. I don't think it's gonna work a second time. Well, I didn't intentionally feign my death, but we should just focus on getting rid of the anarchist. Like that's gonna pay for. She's like, you've seen the bounty on the anarchist, right? I don't think if we kill him, I don't think we need to worry about money ever. Ever.
Gurk, you hear a voice in your head. The lords and ladies would also be very, very grateful.
Honestly, like if
The
it wasn't,
Messiah
like,
is very frustrated with him right now.
if it wasn't for like me not really being able to see people, that aren't in danger because I don't want to endanger them, I wouldn't mind this because at least I get to punch at people on the rack without
Yeah.
feeling bad about it because they want to kill me.
Yeah. Also, she looks to. We also might have pissed off the Shadow Henshin too. I got poisoned while I was in Redami.
Are you better?
I'm here, aren't I?
One
of them- One of them fed me milk, a lot of milk. It was awful.
Sounds like poison to me.
She's like, I hadn't eaten anything that day. They literally fed me milk.
And that looks good for your bones.
She's like, not on an empty stomach, and also not when your body can't take it. Because I did say she's lactose intolerant too.
Oh, that reminds me. What do we got in the fridge?
Probably a lot of science experiments.
That's a good question. What do we got in the fridge, everybody?
I will say whatever you guys have and whatever Seth would have. It's pretty well stocked. Like Seth goes to the grocery store
So
on the
Seth
regular.
just has
and-
Hot Pockets because all he's
It's,
just
I
on
mean,
computer
he's
all
like
day.
he's not like a college student. He actually cooks
However-
in the
Oh,
house and makes
ramen,
meals.
ramen,
They're not
like-
ramen
hold
grilled
on.
cheese. Okay.
Speaking of
a
this,
lot of like scrambled eggs and ground beef.
Were there
and-
any vegetables in there? Would they have been affected by plant
they're
growth?
they're technically not.
Yeah, no, they're not technically
They have to be alive. Yeah.
Also, I'm
But
going to say this.
what about
while
onions?
Seth doesn't have that, Passion definitely has like hot pockets in all this pre-made food that
I forgot
from-
that the Passion doesn't know how to cook.
Passion has no clue how to cook. She has her own personal stash of ramen, instant ramen, in her room.
Onyx cooks, but every time she cooks, the kitchen looks like
A bomb went off.
someone. Yes.
Like I was
Several.
cooking in there.
Oh, that reminds me of if my spell up on the roof did. Wow, the camera does not like my hand.
No, it's really not liking your hand. It's really funny.
I gotta check something in the basement. Give me a bit. And I have to. Yeah, why not? I'll ritual cast Meld with Stone to go through the giant stone walls I have barricading the basement door, if you recall.
Okay.
All plant life, right?
Mm-hmm.
The trash downstairs, was there any plant growth already down there?
There is a veritable mushroom forest in the basement.
Oh, sweet.
It's probably too.
Hmm.
What was that?
What was that?
What?
Moss, probably too.
Quack.
Are
I
those
don't know
plants?
that moss grows in trash.
It'd be mold, not moss.
You got a big rock down there. There's probably moss on a rock.
It
Rocks love moss.
requires at least sunlight.
Yeah. I will say that down here in the basement, because there's not a lot of light down here, and also not a lot of airflow, really.
Yeah.
You do have a lot of
A Snurf Neblin's Paradise.
I would say a lot of mushrooms and probably a handful of like the bits of like rooty vegetables like potatoes and onions and sort of things that are sprouting and starting to grow.
Oh, sweet. I harvest as much as I can carry. And then I
It
meld.
doesn't seem like they're quite ready for harvest, considering they went from basically dead to they're fermenting. They're getting there.
What about mushrooms?
There are more than enough mushrooms. You would also know many of them are possibly poisonous.
Technically,
but
are mushrooms not vegetables or plants? They're fungus.
In
fuck off.
D&D terms, they're
In
plants.
D&D, they're plants. Myconoids are plants. They don't change. They don't say they're different, so they're
I
the
know I'm
same.
being a shit cat because we had this discussion.
We
when this
had this
first happened,
exact same
and
argument.
that's why I did it.
Ritual cast Meld with Stone, come back outside with a variety of mushrooms.
Yeah, no, Passion's like, all right, I'm good. Makes yourself some cup noodles.
You know, you have a professional chef.
We
It's
do.
Cyberus.
Yep.
Wait, you can cook?
You can cook?
That's like,
How do you
On it.
cook? Wait, what?
Then I assume you know what these are as I put up the mushrooms.
Onyx, by the way, made herself a bread and managed to use no less than 2 plates and 3 knives.
Wait,
Mood.
did you just say made bread?
Made like bread with jam or something. She said made bread.
Oh. I'm
I
not...
definitely used the wrong. Hera, she made like buttered bread or like jam and toast. She made toast
Nice.
with some spreads on it.
I thought your made
Okay.
I thought your made bread was you just have like white Wonder Bread and you just open the package and take out 2 slices. So yeah, I made bread.
She said no. She takes out 3 slices, puts one in the middle, bread sandwich.
Yeah. Hey, I know that reference.
Yes, I know you do. That's why I made it. Like I know at least 2 people here will get that
So,
reference.
Anyway.
because it is getting late, and some of us, one of us at least, maybe has a headache. What did you guys want to do after you get some food in you, perhaps? And
What does the individual think?
he seems very excited about eating, especially because he's like, I may ask, for the first couple of bites, I would like to try your friend Cyberus's food, and then I'll let you take over and see what it's like for you.
Fair enough.
What?
You guys do not hear that. You just see Gurk staring off into space a little bit more often than normal. You also
No.
notice he's actually making eye contact with you more.
No, I'm actually gonna try to keep that facade.
Oh, okay, never
I
mind.
forgot something also that you guys would definitely mention. Notice about Passion. Her eye colors keep changing. Her eyes keep changing colors.
They're not very mechanical and obviously fake anymore.
Yeah, they're also a lot less ugly looking now.
Yeah, Onyx, I think
Don't you have glasses on?
compliment her in them.
Yep, she has glasses on, but they are changing. Her eyes are changing. You can still see them. Like they're not like aviator black. They're see-through ones.
Hmm.
Like you can see what color they are on her picture. They're like purplish, and you can still see her eyes.
Are we going after the anarchist? Is that what it sounds like to me? And just ignore the bounty hunters that are after us, and that weird cult church that seems to be going around. That
I think if we murder the anarchists, a lot of those problems will disappear quickly. Also, so I think we're planning to go to Demon City, right?
Yes.
And I'm also waiting for a message from one of the friends. I'm also gonna. She's like quickly sends, opens up the group chat, and makes the group chat for everyone.
Okay.
Like we're all in the group chat. This group chat, by the way, with another group. My girlfriend.
Another group.
Yeah, my girlfriend's group.
Onyx.
No.
Oh,
You were only gone for 2 days.
we only slept together a little bit, but
Isn't that how that works?
no.
Oh well, I don't know. It just seems kind of foreign for
Speak
Gurk,
for
I don't get it either.
she turns to
for us. It's you. After you're done, you kill the other one, so it's whatever.
Onyx is speaking of which, Passion, I can.
Yeah, I thought we said Hera. They talked a bit, and I thought we'd probably just message each other and figure that out.
I don't know.
I think we're trying to do closing now to get.
I mean,
A
it
little
wouldn't
bit,
take
yeah.
too long.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it after Hera. It's probably easier to do in depth because it's going to be. No, I know you. It's going to be more than just a little bit.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Wouldn't want to keep it too long.
like, well, we got a couple plans, and well, I might have a couple interviews in a bit, but that's nothing you guys need to worry about.
Gurk, you hear in your brain, Demon City is where the anarchist is. That could be interesting. The others would probably be a tad jealous if I were instrumental in taking him out. It'd be lovely if I could get to ride around in Messiah again.
This person really weirds me out. So much.
Yes.
Literal walking corruption, yo.
Yeah, no, Passion hates it deeply because she already dislikes Passion, or not Passion, corruption.
And who knows? Maybe you'll get to see what the anarchist tastes like.
That would be lovely. And we'll pick up there on that super fucking weird note next time.
All right. Also kinky once again.
Yeah, no, he doesn't really care much about kinkiness. He's
He
not
doesn't-
great at boundaries, if you couldn't tell.
Which
with
one?
the whole
Hold on. Which one?
possessing people on the regular.
Cat. You still haven't answered. Which
Walking
one?
Nirvana.
Druck or her Nirvana? Both.
I'm so excited. I've been planning to use these guys for so long.
I love it. I love it so much. It's creepy as shit.
I
but
think
love
from
it.
now on, I'm sorry everybody else, but you should probably just private chat and we just go back and forth.
Oh my
Since
god.
I'm not going
valid,
to speak
yeah.
out loud.
Oh god, that makes me so worried now.
So, before we pack up, I know, Saege, you're feeling kind of crap. Do you have anything to plug before we leave for the night?
That I do not. The only thing I want to say is, as far as the campaign's concerned, if we are heading to Demon City, Shinjuku, that if Nico is willing, Demona would give her a ride for investigative purposes.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Cool.
that's all I got.
Phrasing.
Phrasing.
Yeah, I don't.
On
care
her
right
bike.
Get to ride her
And?
bike. Wink.
But yes,
Let's see. Luke, you got anything?
Nope.
Hera.
No, we don't do that. We had it. It wasn't good.
oh my god, it was really funny. Hera tried to do a shout out on their game yesterday, and it was just the most
That's a
awkward
mess.
thing.
Okay.
So next.
Vex.
Well, I got a couple. First, you can find Hera and I on every Thursday, with as well as Uis Alt. And well, we're next week, or not next week, because next week we aren't running anything because
Yeah.
some of
next
us are
week
going to
is
be at PAX. But in the next game, we'll be adding Callie. Will be coming to join our
Ooh.
game.
Nice.
And her character is adorable, and I love her so much. So-
Attackable.
Adduckable. And so that game is on every Thursday at 4:30 p.m. EST. And I also have a game on Sundays at 9 o'clock EST. I play in a 5e game called Team Genius, and you can find all of that at Fractured Moon D&D on Twitter. We just hit 50 subs, so I can now make money with this a bit. Not much, but
Nice.
yeah. Aside from that, check me out on Twitter, and if anyone's watching this and is at PAX, come say hi at PAX. I'll be cosplaying as Hertz. So
Nice. Scotty, you got anything?
Yes, tomorrow, Ghost of Saltmarsh. Group just got done dealing with the drowned forest. And but what that was fun, wasn't it? Yeah.
It
Totally
was,
wasn't
it was so weird. I
Weird
loved it.
mushrooms and zombies and other fun things you'd find in a marsh.
Somebody almost went crazy.
Someone almost turned into a servant of Zugdemoy, no
Yep.
big deal.
No biggie.
That will be tomorrow on this channel at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. I have been playing Death Stranding, and I've been streaming it with no audio, just in case you're wondering what the heck Death Stranding is and what it's about. Or if you just want to see Norman Reedus travel across a rocky
or
terrain.
Norman Reedus' ass.
Yeah, so I'll be doing that on the off and off. So if you follow me and it says now streaming, it's probably what I'm doing. And then next week, all games except for Descend to Avernus on Wednesday will be canceled because I will be out of town at PAX Unplugged, and so will most of the people here. For just the games in general on this channel. So, I don't think I'll be streaming anything at PAX Unplugged, but I'll probably be posting things on Twitter. All of our Twitter tags are below our names on here. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm in Scotty Saltmarsh game tomorrow. I do not know what you have prepared, but I'm excited. Also, for anybody that follows me on Twitter, you might know that as of next week, I'm not going to have a full-time job anymore or at all. So if you guys know anybody that needs like D&D or RPG stuff edited, hit me up because I do that and I'm good at it and I'm paid for it now. So that's a new thing. Yeah. All our Twitters are there. Go follow all of us and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Ow.